Hey, welcome back to another stream, Thursday Night Thunder with Fabio, and hope everyone's doing out there okay. Hi there to Dabian, Cole, Jedi. Hope you all doing well. Um, just hanging out with a good guy on here, the Italian stallion himself, and just taking questions. I do have it on slow mode because, weirdly enough, I don't know if this ever happened to you. The last time I streamed, there was like a guy like had 85 things come in and you kept blocking them and it kept coming in. It was like a bot attack or something. So I had to put it on slow mode, but
No,
it makes
I
it easier to
never
see
had
the
that,
chat as well.
but that's interesting. I guess people don't have
But
anything better to do.
uh, Cole is asking, have you, I guess this is for both of us, have we played any of the Batman Arkham Asylum games?
The first one, that was it.
Arkham Asylum.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one, Cole. Nice fighting, choreography that you're able to do, interesting plot. Uh, um, I mean, Cole, I did play the two games on the channel, and Fabio, he mentioned he's just played the first one. Do you know how long ago that was?
When it first came out, because my brother had it
What first game?
when it first came out, so I haven't touched it in a while. But
Okay,
I think he has
so it
the
was about
for PlayStation
2009.
4. Yeah, they did the remaster or whatever. I think he has that too.
Okay. Saying hi. Hey there, man. Hey there, Steven. Hey there, Jeremy.
Hello, hello.
Caleb. Doing well, DJ.
Why is it so
The
big?
band Warrant.
The banner's never that big for me. I love Warren. It's a shame that
Yeah.
Janney Lane passed away, but Robert Mason was a great replacement. So I love Warren.
When was that he passed away?
Janney died. It was it was a while ago. I want to say like 2010, maybe. Let me look it up.
Mm.
Yeah, he died a while ago.
Hmm.
2011. Okay, I was close. I knew it was about 10 years ago. But all right, 2011, he died. I remember when he died, couldn't believe it. Just like a lot of other people.
Yeah, sadly. Uh, yeah, I enjoy the band. I have nothing bad to say about them. Good band. Uh, what was the last album they put out?
Um, they, I think a couple years ago they put one out with
Oh, okay, then I'll have to
Robert
check it
Mason.
out.
They're always putting out music and they're always touring. Um, so there's nothing wrong with that. But when was their last album?
Jedi as easily Casino Royale. I'm not a
Oh,
Bourne
yeah,
fan.
definitely. 2017 was their last album, so about 5 years ago.
Cool.
But I mean, I like the first Bourne movie because it doesn't have the shaky cam and all that shit. But Casino Royale is a much better movie. Daniel
Yeah,
Craig is
I
a lot
agree with
more
that.
believable than Matt Damon, even though Daniel Craig
Uh,
apparently hates James Bond.
yeah, I don't get it either. Never heard of that. Sorry, never heard of the
Never seen
film.
it. I've heard of it. I've just never seen it.
Both doing pretty decent. Hey there, Steven. Uh, yeah, I did hear about that. Uh, I mean, I don't know much about the guy. I've bought a couple of Code Red stuff.
Hmm.
Uh, I thought there was some stuff going on where was it him or someone else? Like he was fighting with people and
No, that was him.
uh,
That was
oh, it
definitely
was
him.
him.
Yeah.
Okay, I wanted to make sure. Something about a banana or something. I didn't understand the
Yeah,
reference.
I don't know either, but I mean, it is sad. I mean, I didn't know the guy. I didn't know much about him, but it's still sad.
Yeah, um, I don't know who that is. I
That's
didn't watch Oz.
I have Oz, but I've never watched it. That was sent to me, so but I've never seen it. No.
Uh,
Well, okay, the Batman 2,
Batman
yes,
2, sure.
if it's the same people and don't make it 3
Yeah,
hours.
yeah,
That was such a chore. I'm like, "Oh my god, is this movie over yet?"
yeah. It didn't need to be that long,
It was a good
as much
movie,
as I
but
enjoyed it.
you coulda cut at least a half hour out of it.
And Black Panther 2, from what I understand, is longer, 2 hours
And
and
then
40 minutes.
yeah, and then they said, the John Wick 4 trailer came out, and they said, "It's gonna be the longest John Wick." I'm like, "Well, I mean, I'm okay with that as long as it's entertaining."
Yeah, and then Avatar 2 is like over 3 hours, so they're just getting longer. When's the 4 hour movie coming out?
They did the Snyder cut,
Uh,
and
well, yeah,
nobody
I'm in
watched.
theaters.
No, well, I'm sure they'll figure something out.
I mean, Grindhouse was less than what some of these movies are. And that was
Yeah.
2 movies and trailers.
I mean, I saw Godfather 1 and 2 in theaters. I mean, that was like 5 hours, but at least it was 2 movies and at least there was an intermission. And I was the only one in the theater.
Hey
I
there, Justin. Doing well, man.
I would
Richard, hope
I
you're
would
doing
love
well.
to
Good guy
fire
on here.
people, Justin. I would love to fire people, but I can't.
Yeah,
Love
everyone's
to.
fired.
I
It's
would
Joe
fire
Morton from
everybody.
Speed.
Yeah, we're gonna start over.
We're Joe Morton from Speed. You fire, everyone's fucking fired.
That's right.
Uh, all this for Fabio.
Nope,
Have you
never
played
played.
any? No.
Never played those.
They're definitely worth a look if you like Resident Evil 4. It's
Okay.
definitely up your alley. Sadly, I wish they were on the PS4 store, but right now they're only on PS3. I think if you get them for Xbox, you can play for Xbox One, but I don't have that stuff, so I don't know much about it. Um, Robin Williams films. That's tough because I still miss the guy a lot.
Um, my
A
favorite
good one.
would be Mrs. Doubtfire, and then I'd put Jumanji up there. I'd put Hook. I'd put Goodwill Hunting because of the performance. Used Cars. Um, what else? Aladdin because of the vocal performance. Um, Father's Day is not that bad. I'd put that in there because it was cool to see him and Billy Crystal together because they were good friends, but they only ever did one movie together.
My favorite would be Club Paradise, which he did, directed by Harold Ramis. I think that's a very funny movie that pretty much got buried when it came out. No one talks about it. I don't even think it has. I don't think it has a Blu-ray. Sadly,
Yeah, same with the
that's
best
my
of
personal.
times.
Which
That
one?
was the best of times, the one he did with Kurt Russell.
Yeah,
That movie came
I
and
don't
went.
know it.
Yeah.
And then my second favorite, it probably will be Toys because it was such a unique film and it got a bad rap, and I never really understood the bad rap it got. But uh, yeah, that probably my top two. But Jumanji's great. Cadillac Man,
Mhm.
he's a no shit guy.
Oh yeah, I'm not Used Cars. I've got that confused with Cadillac Man. My bad.
No problem.
But Used
Hey,
Cars is a good
Aragorn.
movie, so
Yeah,
it's at least
yeah.
it wasn't a bad movie.
I know James Cagney. I can't say I've watched a film of his all the way through, but I know who he is. But I can't say I've seen his movies.
Me neither.
Hey, Kim. Hope you're doing well. Very nice lady. Uh, yes, there is a few ladies I watch. Go figure.
I don't know what the hell they're doing.
Dishonesty,
Because
but
apparently,
thank you.
I'm all these horrible things that people say.
And I'm worse. Uh, Nine Inch Nails and MM. Is that Eminem? Is that what he meant?
Yeah, who's
I like
MM?
Nine Inch Nails.
I do too, but
I
who's
do.
MM? Eminem? Who?
Miracle Mile.
That's a good movie too.
Mad Max. I don't know. Mad Max was a singer. I don't know.
Monster Mania.
Nine Inch
Right?
Nails. It's a good band. I like Closer. I like the song that was used in the Avengers trailer. I forget the name of it. Together now.
I like Dead
Yeah, I
Souls.
like a lot of their
That
songs.
was the one from The Crow.
Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. I saw that the last time I saw it was probably 20 years ago, so I don't remember it much. I like the first one. I don't remember. I'd have to rewatch it to give a better opinion.
I like it for what it is, but someone recently on one of my streams said that those movies didn't need sequels, and I do agree, but I like them for what
Yeah,
they
that's
are.
true. Yes, he does. I mean, I think I'm guessing it's because none of his other films are hits, so maybe he takes some kind of weird offense to that. I don't
Mhm.
know. Maybe there's something else with I don't know, maybe there's something else I don't know.
Sean Connery was like that in the beginning because when he was Bond, none of the other movies he made any money. So maybe he feels that way. I don't know. But I mean, why would you hate it? You got to play James Bond. Not many other people can say that, and I'm sure the paychecks are
Exactly.
nice too.
Exactly. And I've liked some of this stuff. I love Cowboys and Aliens. I think that's an underrated film.
But didn't make any
Um,
money.
yeah. I didn't mind this one he did called Dream House. I thought the concept was interesting enough, but again, did nothing. Hey there, Dabian. Oh, cool. Crow Stairway to Heaven TV series on UK DVD. Very cool.
Well, it's cheaper than what I
Okay.
paid for it.
Uh, oh, okay. Was that out of print in the US or you had to buy on
Yeah,
eBay or something? Or
it's weird because it is out of print. It went out of print, I think, very quickly. And it's like TV Guide presents. So I don't know like who
hmm.
released it or whatever, but it was kind of weird how they did that. But I mean, it did get a release, but it went out of print very quickly, and it's not cheap to find.
Thank you, Caleb. Michael J. Fox movies besides Back to the Future. Oh, that's a good question.
The
For
Hard Way.
me, I love The Frighteners. I love Casualties of War. Um, those are probably my two favorites, and The Hard Way. The Hard Way. I don't know what I don't know what the number one, number two would be, number three, but those would be my top three. Michael J. Fox outside Back to the Future would be those.
Yeah, for me, it'd be The Hard Way
Yeah.
because it was cool to see him do something completely different. And him and James Woods had Gates not well Gate is a word great. There was missing a letter. They have great chemistry together, and I know James Woods said that was one of his favorite movies to do. And I wish that before Michael J. Fox got sick, they would have did another movie together.
Very cool. Yeah, sadly, I mean, I wish there was more on the Blu-ray of The Hard Way.
Mm.
I'm surprised they didn't ask James Woods for an interview because he did
No,
one for vampires. But
they don't ask him to do anything because he's evil or whatever.
yeah, that's just completely stupid.
It is. It's
But thank you, Caleb, for that.
why he doesn't work anymore because cancel culture.
Uh, Favorite video game sequel? Uh, Silent Hill 2 and Resident Evil 4, Dead Space 2. Those are three that come to mind. That off the top of my head.
I'd say Resident Evil 2, Siphon Filter 2, and Die Hard Trilogy 2, Viva Las Vegas, because that one I really like because it was an original story.
Yeah, that's interesting. They did the same with like Die Hard Vendetta. That was the original Die Hard story, and yet Reginald Vell Johnson come back.
Hmm. It's not a
I've seen
great
people play it. I
game,
never
but it's a
played
fun game.
it. Okay.
Because I think what happened
So
was they
yeah,
designed it as a PC game and it didn't translate well to the GameCube. The controls are really wacky.
mm,
The controls are really sensitive. And of course, there's levels where you have to do certain things and it's impossible if you hit the controller too far and stuff. So it's a pain in the ass, but it is a fun game.
yeah. So by the way, quickly, what would be your favorite Die Hard game? Would it be that, or Arcade. Other than arcade. Other than arcade.
Oh, other than arcade, it would be Die Hard
Yeah.
trilogy
Yeah,
because I
that's a
like.
fun one.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like about that is Die Hard with a Vengeance. I don't like that it's strictly a driving game. like, like, why can't you get out of the car and like shoot people? You can run people over with the car, but there's no blood. You know, it's not like Twisted Metal or whatever. But I really like the
I
music
saw
in the
blood.
game.
I, s- I saw blood when I put in first person because when you hit people, the blood splashes on the windshield and you
Oh,
wipe
okay.
it off. So that one I remember having fun only because of just how silly it was. Like the guy trying to do Sam Jackson. You're going fast, we're gonna go back in time, and like the soundtrack was really weird. Whoa, a
Yeah,
bumpet, bumpet.
fun game.
Thank you, Richard.
I got that at
Yeah, go ahead.
Value City way back in the day. And I did like this is before the
Okay.
internet, this is before YouTube, and I'm like, oh, Die Hard trilogy. Oh yeah, that's gotta be awesome. And I mean it is, it's fun. So
But thank you, Richard. Yeah, I enjoyed *Malignant*. I don't know if Fabio has seen it,
not yet.
but
I'd like to. So
very interesting film, very underrated film, really solid flick. But if you hear a voice, my mom's over doing
so
some stuff, so either. Uh,
we're gonna get a
but
cameo, special guest.
25-hour cut. I never
There's
heard
no
of that.
he's I think he's just joking. There is no 25-hour cut. There's only a 4-hour cut of that movie.
Yeah, with the way things are nowadays, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, you got to take
Uh,
a day off of work to watch that.
um, hey there, Skylar. Hope you're doing well. Just saying hi to people. Um, yeah, I mean, I like some of the sequels, but yeah, they could have just been one film, and I can see that. I can see they didn't need sequels. Although I do like Jurassic Park 3. I do like some of the Jaws sequels, but uh,
I like Jaws 2. Jaws 3 is okay. It's not perfect, but it's okay for what it is. And I like Jurassic Park 3, but I mean, more so Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park did not need sequels. Jaws, okay. Yeah, realistically speaking, there's more than one great white shark. I get that. But, Jurassic Park did not need sequels. The Lost World, I kind of liked it as a kid, but now I don't. It just felt very empty. Like why they did this movie. And I know Spielberg didn't like it either, and that's why he never did anymore. But I remember when it came out, like I remember the marketing and everything being huge, and then that was kind of cool, but it's not I don't think it's that good of a movie. It's more of the same. It's like, okay, we've seen this before. I mean, the ending is kind of cool where they go in the city, but that was added at the last minute, and you could tell that they rushed it. So, yeah.
yeah, like for example, how does a T-Rex kill people that are at the controls? Like, how does he fit in there? There's people at controls. How do they fit in there? Like, there's blood everywhere, as if there's other dinosaurs on there, but unless he shrunk, honey, shrunk the dino or something, went in and then came out.
The
Uh,
Snyder Cut or The
no,
Dark Knight Rises, which is worse? The Snyder Cut, because at least The Dark Knight Rises isn't 4 hours.
no, I haven't heard a single thing about it, so I'm in the dark. I'm glad because I don't care. It's not needed.
And
Said
my
that before.
favorite,
It's not
my
needed.
favorite Grand Theft Auto is Vice City.
Hello there, Hoodoo. Yes, he definitely does.
Thank you. Well, I don't know
Uh,
about that. I mean, let's see. We do have some duds in here. I mean, we do have Three Ninjas, High Noon, and Mega Mountain. I don't think that's exactly a good movie,
not cool. I haven't heard of him.
but it's in the trilogy. So, oh well.
Let's see. Mr. Burt's I have seen. I thought that was an interesting film with Kevin Costner. I thought he did a good job with it. Also, nice to see Demi Moore in there.
Oh, question mark meant Marilyn Manson. That's what MM stood for.
Ah, okay.
And no,
Yeah, I like Marilyn Manson. I like
I
a lot of
don't.
his songs.
I don't like Marilyn Manson. Never have. Music wise, I never liked him. The other stuff, I don't know what's true and I don't know what's not true. But I will say this,
Exactly.
blaming him for Columbine and all this, no, that has nothing to do with it. And it definitely ruined his career. It definitely hurt his career. So, but all the other stuff, I don't know. Because it's hard to prove that stuff.
Let's see. Yeah, I think these old action stars.
Why not? I mean,
Um, sure.
instead of making more shitty movies, just retire and do a podcast. Like I've said this before. Episode 1, it's like an introduction. All right, this is what we're going to do. Here's who this is. Then the next episode, you just pick a movie or whatever, and that's the whole episode. You talk all about that, and you just keep going and going and going. Like, why not? Or, you know, movies that I turned down, or movies that I wish that we made, or, that would be more interesting than, another shitty Rocky movie or whatever, you know. Just saying.
Yeah.
That's just how I feel.
No, I agree. It would be interesting to see that come into play. Uh, I don't think it will. I think maybe there's some stuff they don't want to out there, and they think it'll come up during the conversation or during the podcast.
Well, then
Uh,
you just get it in writing. This is what we are going to talk about. This is the only things that we are going to talk about. Nothing else.
right.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. Can't be that hard.
That or they think it's beneath them. I don't know. Even though everybody does it, I don't know
Right.
that.
I mean,
Or they think
everybody has a podcast, so why not? I mean, come on now.
I think a lot of them still think of themselves as a big movie star, even though they're not up to that par, sadly, because of time and age and all that. But I think a lot of them just they feel like they still want to get those movie roles or parts, or I don't give a shit. I'm going to do this and smoke some stogies or whatever. I don't
I
know.
don't
Yeah, I
It's
would
to
be
me, it's
curious.
easy money. It's an easy paycheck. You don't have to do nothing. You sit in a chair, whatever. Like it can't be that hard. Come on. Like I would rather hear that than yeah, I'm going to do his new Netflix TV show. No, I don't care about that. No one does, to be honest, because no one's going to watch it when it comes on.
Thoughts in Japan made a new Godzilla film. I don't care. I mean, sure, but I don't know. I can't think of the last Godzilla film I gave a crap about, to be perfectly honest. It's like the last new one.
But yeah, which was
Maybe I'm alone on that.
yeah, that movie was a joke.
Hey, Rich, hope you're doing well. Um, I don't know what Black Adam's doing. I didn't see
I
the
don't
film. I don't
think
know
it
what
is.
money he's making.
I heard it was doing well. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, I don't know anything about that.
I like the next comment
Let's see.
because they deserve it. That's why. Speaking of them, so I ordered some stuff for their Halloween sale, and I got 2 out of the 12 things that I bought. And then I emailed them, and I'm like, "So when is this shit coming?" They're like, "Oh, well, if you order it between this day and this day, it'll be shipped out by this day. And if you order between this day and this day, it'll be shipped out by this day." So the day that it was supposed to be shipped out came and went, and then the next day, I got a notification. They're like, "Oh yeah, all the rest is coming. We've been backed up on orders." I'm like, "Then don't run sales." If you
And how
know
long has
the
it
people,
been?
it was over a month. I bought it over a month ago, and I still haven't gotten it. And then I bought some stuff from a guy months ago, and I just got one of the things that I ordered, and the rest is on its
So,
way.
so that's where that guy went. Holland Rescue. He's working. He went to work
Yeah,
for
I guess
Scream
he works for
Factory.
Shout Factory now.
They do deserve it. To get the others, but just real quick, like they do deserve it because this year alone, just looking at releases, the only one I gave an iota of crap about was Watchers 2.
Yeah.
I can't think of another one, and it's almost December.
Yeah. Me too. Like,
Yeah, exactly. So
besides Watchers 2, which even then I was disappointed because there was no interviews with anybody. But
even though I
other than
found,
that, yeah, the new stuff that came out this year, other than that, yeah, other than Watchers 2, nothing really stands out because either it was a movie that I don't care about, or it was a 4K of an older movie they put out, or they did put something out, but there was no extras or limited extras or whatever because they don't care
yeah,
anymore. So why
yeah,
should I care
exactly.
if they don't care?
Yeah, they sold out. Yeah, they. I agree. They did sold out,
Yeah.
and more companies have overtaken them. I mean, I don't. At least Vinegar Syndrome is more interesting because I don't know
And
what the hell they're going to do.
they're trying to step their game up too because they're trying to get away from the porn and that type of stuff, and they're trying to give stuff people get stuff that people actually want. So I'm okay with that. Arrow always does a great job, and if there's an issue, they let you know ahead of time. MVD, I don't know what's going on there because we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that, and that was it. So I don't know,
Yeah,
but yeah, I'd rather get from Arrow or Vinegar Syndrome because they actually care. Not Scream Factory
yeah, I
doesn't
agree.
care
Same
anymore
Factory.
because they did
Yeah,
what they wanted. They became the number one Blu-ray company, and then they just stopped giving a shit. And then nothing
I
but
agree with someone
excuses.
said that they're turning the
Nothing.
Anchor Bay.
Yeah, because Anchor Bay in the end became like that. In the beginning, they were great, and then they didn't give a shit, and then they got bought out. So they said, "Fuck it, we made our money."
Exactly.
Roger Moore loved playing James Bond. Justin asked that. Yeah, Roger Moore like relished the fact that he was James Bond. He did not care about getting uh not blacklisted, but typecast. He didn't care about that. He loved the fact that he was James Bond, and he said, when kids would come up to me and ask for autograph, he goes, "No, that was part of the job. I loved it." So, yeah, he didn't care. Well, I mean, he cared, but it didn't bother him, is what I should say. Love
Right.
Time Crisis. Love those games. Oh God,
Well, so did I, but some people didn't realize that because they didn't watch the video. They thought I loved it, but
don't you
if you
love
watch
that?
the video, yeah, if you watch the video, I actually didn't like it, and I said why I didn't tell it right. So,
It's like with me.
uh,
They get mad when I like something. They get mad when I don't like it. Either way, they're mad. I don't have
nah, I never heard of that YouTuber.
no clue who that is.
Yeah, uh, never played the Dress Part arcade game.
I love the original one was cool. The Lost World, I like that one too. And then the Jurassic Park 3 one was pretty cool as well. I liked all those. I think they have a new one, but I don't care. I'll stick with the old ones.
Yeah, uh, don't know if he's doing one.
He did. It's called Big Mama's House.
Well, I mean, if he ever did one in the future, it could turn out to be like Chris Rock's Spiral, where it comes out and nothing happens,
I thought that
or
was a
he's in a
joke.
supporting role.
I thought that was a
That
joke
was what?
when I first heard about it.
Oh yeah,
I'm like, is this a parody? Like, what are we? And then people were like, no, like it's serious. I'm like, what? Apparently, Chris Rock is a big fan of horror movies.
never played one. I mean, if I'm with other people, maybe I'd give it a try, but I've never tried one in real life.
Not me. I'll
And it
shoot the
also
door.
depends.
I'll just shoot the door. Yeah, we're free now. I'm only joking.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
I
cool,
mean, that's
Rich.
cool. So,
Very cool.
I
Yeah,
would
I
love it,
mean,
but I'm not buying a PlayStation 5. Because I heard
nah,
that
me neither.
they're doing Max Payne 1 and 2 remakes, but they're only gonna be on
Hmm.
PlayStation 5. I'm like, "Well, I'm not buying PlayStation 5 to get one game. I'm good."
Nah. Yeah, I
So
can't. I don't even know what the price is.
it's
I think it's pretty
5 so
crazy.
it's 400 without the disk drive, and then it's 500 with the disk drive. First of all, I'm not paying $100 more to get a disk drive that I can install myself. And second of all, no, it's too expensive. I'm not spending $500 on a video game system. You're out of your mind.
Yeah, I agree. Just way too expensive for me. Yeah, a lot. Yeah, a lot of movies DC possess sweet, sweet money. That's what you see a lot
All they care
nowadays.
about.
Yeah, I mean that's always been the case, but it seemed like they gave a little bit more shit back in the
Yeah,
past.
back
Maybe
in the
it's just
day, they
us.
actually cared. Now they just want money. That's all they care about now. That's why they keep remaking shit and making sequels 30 years later because they know that some people will watch it. Like Beverly Hills Cop 4. It's way too late for a Beverly Hills Cop 4. The only reason why they're doing it is because it's going to make money. That's it. Even if
Yeah,
it's
especially
bad,
on
it'll still
Netflix.
make money because it's the name brand.
Yeah, Netflix is hit and miss with action films. I mean, I
Exactly.
like Distraction. I like Day Shift. I know you did as well.
Mhm.
Uh, The Gray Man was fun for what it was, despite some bad CG. But then The Man from Toronto was fucking awful,
I didn't even know that was a
and that was
thing
Kevin Hart.
till it popped up that you reviewed it. I'm like,
Kevin,
I didn't even
yeah,
know this was out. What is this?
exactly. Kevin Hart and Woody Harrelson, which should have been Wesley Snipes and Woody Harrelson. That's what it should have been. But yeah, Beverly Hills Cop 4, that Indiana Jones 5, time travel, douchebags, whatever the fuck. Fuck it all. Don't care.
Who cares?
I
He's
mean,
80 years old.
Harrison, getting that paycheck. I thought he would have enough money, but whatever.
I like what director screenwriter said. There's a dud over my right shoulder. Yeah, the one that he wrote.
And what is that for some who don't know? That's
Oh, this?
Section 4? Sector
Yeah, this
4, I
is
mean?
Sector 4 Extraction, which director screenwriter wrote this. He was kind enough to send this to me for free, and he autographed not only the front, but he autographed the disc as well. So again, thank you. But yeah, this movie is terrible. I don't even think that picture is in the movie. I think that's just a combat picture that they stole.
That's okay, Rich. We don't blame you. Direct to street. I'll blame. Uh, anyway.
I just want to know what he's doing eating Papa John's. So
uh, damn, even in slow mo, it's like, thank you guys for popping by. 80 people. Jeez.
we all have duds in our collection. I wouldn't say analyze that as a dud. I actually like that movie. Eight Heads in a Duffel Bag. I've never seen. So
Oh, cool. Someone liking your shirt?
thank you. Yeah, yeah. Well, it's not just Rugrats. It's all the Nickelodeon, the classic characters, the good characters. You know, when they actually made entertainment. And I wore a Wishbone shirt the other day, and this kid was like, "Oh, I like that shirt." I'm like, "You weren't even alive when this was on." It's like this kid at
Um,
Walmart working there had a Smashing Pumpkin shirt. He probably doesn't even know who Smashing Pumpkins are. I mean, yeah,
I'm not
because
surprised by that.
they settled out of court, and now he's going to be a producer because they're going to finish the movie. Whatever, but they're still getting sued because the script supervisor's lawsuit is still going through. They were trying to get it
Yeah.
um, dismissed, but the court said no. Good, I agree. Sue Alec Baldwin
Yeah.
for $200 million, and we'll call it a day.
Yeah, I can't say I'm surprised by that. I mean, people, no
Yeah,
matter what, a
the
lot of
money,
people, not all,
autos.
but yeah, they if they see a lottery ticket, they're going to get the golden ticket,
Yep.
however way possible. That's why I'm cynical.
And then
I'm
they'll
too
just say,
cynical.
"Oh,
Well, I'm being
it
realistic.
was, it was just an accident. It was just an accident. It could have happened to anybody." Yeah, okay, sure.
You have to be a moron.
Yeah,
You don't
I mean,
fucking,
like with Owen Hart, when Owen Hart died, it was the same thing. His wife was going to go to court and sue him for all this money, and then they did a out of court. They settled out of court, and then she told Brett, because Brett wrote about it in his book. Oh well, he just fell. Owen just fell. I'm like, oh, he did? Okay. And he said that was the last time I ever spoke to her. And I said, well, I agree with that, not the recent comments he's been saying about
I don't
Goldberg.
know about that.
He said Goldberg shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame, and he said Goldberg should die, and Goldberg's worse
Mm.
than Hitler. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
He's being over the top. I will agree. It's from a place of anger. I did it, Brett. The guy tipped you.
I
If
understand.
someone, even if
I
it's,
understand that part, but
but
there's no
it's
reason to talk like that.
yeah,
There's
exactly.
no reason to
But
say that.
it's his anger getting over his.
And I get that. Should he be in the
Yeah,
Hall of Fame? Debatable. I mean, that's up to you, but there's no reason to say, "Oh, well, he deserves to get shot." No, it was an accident. It's not like he did it on purpose. It was a
exactly,
complete accident. So, yeah, it sucks
exactly,
because it ended his career, but again, it's not like Goldberg deliberately went out there and did that. It was an accident. And he has apologized
exactly.
many times over the years, and he still every interview it's brought up, and he says, "I still feel terrible about it." Well, yeah, you should, but get over it. Like, good God, man, you got paid and everything, so just whatever.
Rich asks, "Wait, I'm eating Papa John's."
Not now, but you put something up on Facebook that you were. You put up a video, and I saw it in the video, and I'm like, oh, what? So I guess I haven't done anything. So I'm gonna eat that nasty stuff. I mean, you got real pizza out there where you live. Come on, man. What's wrong with you?
Uh, well, I don't think he will because of what's going on with the whole uh, Michael B. Jordan, the other guy, Erwin Winkler. Pretty much, that's why it's a whole other thing with Stallone. They kind of screw them over, and he's that. I don't think he's a producer on it at all either in Creed 3, and I think he wants to get it back, but I don't know. I don't know if any of that will happen. I mean,
Well,
to be honest, you
yeah,
don't need
they
anything
they
more with
screwed him
Rocky.
over on the first two Creed movies, and then he told them, "I'm not coming back for the third," and then they were trying to bring him back. I don't know if they did, and they just kept it quiet or whatever. But I was hearing that they were going to cancel Creed 3 because they did a test screening, and the test screening was terrible and all this other shit. And I mean, I agree with that. I'm not complaining about that part, but I heard that
Okay, I
they were
was
trying to
because there's a
reel
recent
him back in so they could get him to edit and stuff. And yeah,
there was a recent interview that he did just a few days ago, written interview that he didn't mention any of that. He said they pretty much locked him out and didn't want him in Creed 3, and it was Michael B. Jordan, Ern Winkler's film now.
well, yeah, that's what
And
it was.
uh,
They screwed him over, and you know, like his brother Frank talked about that. He went on like this tangent about it, and I believe it. I do believe that, and yeah, I believe that they would tell him no and screw him over, and apparently Michael B. Jordan is a prick in real life as well. So that's what I heard.
he also said in an interview that I think he said his most underrated film was Get Carter, which was
Yeah,
cool.
that's what someone told me that. Jack Thompson, who comes on here, told me that. He said that he actually
Yeah, you
really
sent me
liked
the
it,
link to that. Yeah.
and I was like, "Well, that's cool because I like that one too." So,
Yeah. Well, speaking of which,
There you go.
go figure.
Yeah, I have the
Yeah, that's a good
Blu-ray.
movie.
Good luck. Good luck trying to find the Blu-ray because it's out of print. But I love that movie. When it first came out, I liked it. It didn't
Yeah,
do
so did
anything.
I. I
It didn't
never.
make any money, but it was still a good movie.
Yeah, I didn't understand the hate for it. I didn't really get that at all.
Because they're like, "Whoa, it's not like the original." I'm like, I don't want it to be like the original. I want it to be its own thing.
Yeah,
So again, all these people are like, "But Stallone's listed as a producer on Creed 3." Yeah, probably name only. They probably paid him. Can we just use your name? Yeah, sure. I mean, that's probably what it was. Or they waited till after all this shit blew over and then, well, we'll give you a producing credit. Okay. And then send me the check. So,
yeah.
I
It's
mean,
like,
it happens all the time. It happens all the time.
wasn't John Carver's name on some of those remakes, like The Fog or something? It's
Yep.
like it got
He
me a
said,
paycheck.
and I loved exactly what he said. He goes, I love when they make these. You know why? Because every time they do it, I get a paycheck. There you go. I think, yeah, the fog, he talked about it in an interview. He said, I basically went in a room and talked to everyone, and then I went home and I got paid. So I'm like, yeah, it must be nice. And then all this shit he says
Well,
about these new Halloween movies, he probably just saying it till the check clears.
yeah. Do you have a few years?
Yep.
You'll probably be more
And
honest.
then the check clears, and then that's it.
I don't know if I can name 10. I mean, yeah, a lot of good choices in there,
Oh,
though.
you mean like when they just show them in the theater? Oh, I mean, 10? Only 10? There's too many, I would list.
Yeah, just too
Like,
many.
any of the good stuff, because some people always ask me, they're like, "Well, why do you go see them in the theater when you can watch them at home?" Like, well, it's the experience. You get to see it on the screen, all blown up and loud and everything. Why not?
Something you didn't get to do
I
back in the
never got
day.
to see these movies when they came out in theaters originally because I wasn't alive. So yeah, I went to see Planes, Trains, and Automobiles the other night. They started 10 minutes late and then they were showing the deleted scenes and there was no sound. I'm like, okay, then what did I pay for? I mean, I know I was the only one in there, but
No, you said they show the deleted scenes like together, like
no, they
separately.
before the movie, they showed a couple of the deleted scenes that they just found. Um,
Hmm.
and it was definitely from a work print because at the bottom of the screen it said property of Paramount Pictures. So, but they started playing the video and there was no sound. And then like halfway through the sound kicked in. So I'm like, well, it was nice to see and hear a little bit of it, but whatever.
Um, yeah, I agree with that, and a lot of other things can be done with them.
Yeah.
Throw them in the
Everyone,
trash.
I keep saying it. Everyone that bought stuff from him and didn't get it should sue him, and then he'll pay. Watch, because no one wants to get sued. That's what everybody should do. They should sue him.
Hey, Luis, hope you're doing well. Well, random, like I was watching a YouTube video. I didn't realize the voice of Fender and Cyborg. You know the guy, and you've seen the Tater Beverly Hills, right?
Of course, yeah.
The guy that's the bad guy, football player, and he's shooting. He also fought students are going hard to kill. Brandon Lamcone or
Oh,
something.
Branscombe Richmond from Renegade,
Yeah, Sheldon Ledge said that was his voice.
Bobby Six Killer.
Yeah, Sheldon Lettich did an interview and he said that was him as
I was
Fender.
not aware of that.
Yeah, because
Interesting.
there was a recent interview with Sheldon Ledge and he talked about how he worked editing Cyborg because I guess he saw the original cut Slinger and 1 out of 100 people liked it.
Well, yeah, he
So
was.
instead of
You weren't.
they
You
amended
weren't
it.
one because I remember that video.
Oh, fuck that. I mean, fuck that. I got my money back at least. Just someone wanted it and they paid me more. I'm like, good. At least something good came out of it. Fuck that cut.
It's online for free. You can find it, but I heard that it's not. I don't remember if it was you or someone else, but I could have sworn that somebody said that it's not Van Damme's voice. They dubbed his voice.
It's not. It's not his voice. It's not his voice.
Thought so.
You, the fight scene is shorter. All that bit when they're in the second part and Van Damme kicks him on the hook, that's not in it.
Hmm.
It's just Van Damme just beating up. He does like one move and then he's dead. And then the very end, apparently the cyborg lady and the guy are like sinister. Like, they don't do a sinister thing, like dialogue. The whole thing was suck dick.
Yeah, you can find it for free elsewhere, but
It ain't worth free. It ain't worth spit.
and then it was weird because Albert Pion said he was going to release more of that type of stuff, like Ticker. And I'm like, well, I'm kind of interested in that to see what that was like before they changed it, but then it never came out.
Thank you, Caleb. I appreciate that. I like both films. I mean, I would say I like Fight Club more. Stargate, I don't mind it. It's not my favorite Roland Emmerich film. Caruso's a badass, though. He has a great one-liner. Say hello to King Ted, asshole. I guess when I first heard about it, I thought it'd be more than just pyramids. I didn't know what I was getting into. So when they went through and it's like, is Egypt? Oh, I guess I was expecting more of a visual excitement type of thing. I don't know, it's just like something from Star Trek or something. I don't know. I just, the fact it was just pyramids. I was a bit let down when I first saw it. I don't mind the film. I haven't seen the TV show, but I like it. Caruso, James Spader, they're good actors. But and Fight Club, I've always enjoyed. And what
I
are your
like Fight
thoughts
Club.
on
I don't think it's the greatest movie ever made. It's definitely not my favorite David Fincher movie. Um,
it? Mm-hmm.
but it's I like it. It's a good movie, and I like Stargate. I just wish it was more of a bigger movie, but I guess that was the budget and stuff. So, and I like it. I like James Spader and Kurt Russell together. I thought they had good chemistry, but again, like he said, I wish it was like a bigger, not just in the pyramids and stuff like that. But I guess again that was the budget.
Oh, real quick, like, fuck you, Kim Smith.
Exactly. Yes,
What are your
Timothy
thoughts
Dalton.
on Clerks 3 that you've heard of?
From what
Since,
I heard, I don't care. Why? Like, what is the point? What is the point to all of this? It
well,
seems
it's more
it
depressing than
seems
Alien
like
3.
Kevin Smith is he's trying to be something he's not as a director. When people think of Clerks, they don't. Well, there you go. They don't want this. What Clerks 3 is. They want Dante and Randall sitting around talking about Star Wars and whatever. That's what people want to see. Not trying to be this like big movie and everything. I know it wasn't your fault, but yeah, at least the check cleared.
Uh,
Fuck
yeah,
Clerks 3.
fucking Funeral.
Yeah.
Mighty Tall's great movie, not on Blu-ray, sadly. Same with Nothing to Lose and Martin Lawrence. Came out same year, both fun comedies. Sadly, neither of them, both are still stuck on DVD. Rights, company, whatever the reason. It's too bad.
Laziness. More laziness than anything else. Because Warner
And
Brothers and the
sorry,
money
guys.
talks. It's laziness. Feminists
I'm
who are
surprised Showing Little Tokyo got a Blu-ray. I mean, it's Warner Archive, but I'm still surprised they got a Blu-ray
there's a
considering how they.
Spanish Blu-ray that I think is a bootleg, but at least there's some features on there. I think it's stuff from back in the day, but it's better than nothing.
Mm.
But yeah, I was shocked when Warner Archive put that out in widescreen because the DVD was in full screen, so you could see all the mats and everything in the shot like you're not supposed to. But it's like when Dolph Lundgren jumps over the car in the full screen version, you could see the trampoline.
Yeah, that didn't work out that way.
Nope.
No, I'm not allowed to see it because I'm
Right,
too
you're
white.
not.
That's what I'm not allowed to see it. As whoever the hell that person was, why are people not supposed to see it? That's what we were told. We're supposed to give our money to a black family because apparently, in that person's mind, they can't afford it. which I think is pretty insulting.
Yeah, I mean that's more racist than anything.
Oh my God. It's not, you're not allowed to see it in the first week, I should say. The first weekend. I'm like, I don't want to see it anywhere. Why do I want
Right.
to see a 2 hour,
Why are you
40-minute
telling me
movie?
this? I'm not gonna go watch it.
I know. Why do I want to see a 2 hour, 40-minute movie where Namor, who I thought was Asian, but apparently is not? Because I thought like Donnie Yen would be a good Namor, but now it's whoever the hell.
Didn't even realize
And
he was
then
Indian.
apparently it's, yeah, and then women rule and guys drool for 2 hours, 40 minutes. Yeah, I want to see that shit for almost 3 hours. And I thought the first Black Panther sucked as well. So kiss my grits and kiss my ass. And see, that is a good movie.
Sector 4, extract you from the movie. Yeah, seriously.
Let's see. Should Stallone retire? Yes, we've been saying
Yes,
that for a long time.
he should.
And the
He
trailer did
should.
nothing for me. It's like a
For what?
shitty version of Rocky 5
For Creed
or
3?
something. Yeah, like
Oh, okay. I didn't know what you were talking about. I didn't even
yeah,
watch it. I
Creed
don't
3.
care. Crud.
Just like someone he knew and he's training, but then he wants to fight him to prove that he's the big guy, the
So
tough guy, kind
Rocky
of like
5.
Tommy Gunn did. That's what it seemed like.
It's the same movie. Have not watched the John Wick 4 trailer just yet.
Me neither. I don't watch those trailers because I want to see them blind. It's one of the few. I did that with John Wick 2, 3, and I want to do it with this. I like watching blind and not knowing anything since trailers spoil everything. So yeah, it was in that written interview back in the day, and he said he regrets turning it down. He also regrets not doing Witness because he was up for that role, and he regrets that.
34 million in 89 they offered him that?
Yeah,
That's crazy. In 1989 or 80, well, no, if it was Rambo 3 it'd be 87. I mean, still like that's
no,
a
I mean
lot
for
of
Rambo
money.
4 after Rambo 3.
Okay, so yeah, 89. Okay, but still
Yeah,
in 1989, 34 million dollars. I don't know where the hell they were getting that money from. Like,
yeah. In the interview, someone did the calculation. It'd be like 80 million in today's age.
but oh well, I'm glad they waited because
Yeah, I mean
I
Rambo
love
4 is
Rambo
great.
4 the way it is.
Exactly. And what the fuck is he doing now? Oh yeah, the Tulsa Teen.
Tulsa
I did
King,
see
yeah.
the trailer. Was interesting. I'm
Yeah,
just
I'll
keeping
watch
my
it.
low key.
It's at least it's something different. I'll give it a look when it comes out, but
But we'll
I'm not
see.
exactly holding my breath.
Not in the U.S.
It
I
did,
forget
but it's
what
out of print.
region. Oh, it's out of print. Okay.
Yeah, I have
And
the
where UK?
no, I
Is
got
it
it's
UK Blu-ray?
region A. It came
Oh,
out here in
okay.
America, but it's out of print now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, here
I
you
think I
go.
do have what's. I think I do have one, but it's an overseas Blu-ray
Okay.
over there. There you go.
Yeah, it's okay. Because he put it on Facebook. He put something up, and I saw that in there, and I'm like, oh my god, what is wrong with you?
Give it 3 more weeks. I don't care.
Tomorrow,
Go
because
back.
their Activia commercial renews. So,
Go back. Yeah, go back to
or,
Activia, Hooked on Fonz, whatever the hell you do.
and then
Oh,
treating
thank you,
people
Chris.
like garbage for no reason. You're
Yeah,
welcome,
Daniel
Chris.
Harris and
I'm not anything special, but you're welcome. Honestly, Luis, I'm surprised that they did not put RoboCop back in theaters this year for the 35th anniversary. But whatever.
yeah, is
Paying
that the
for
one
air.
Marky Mark?
You always pay for air because, yeah. When they ship the shit out, it takes forever, and then when you buy a bag of chips, half of the bag is filled up with air. Fuck
Yeah,
Transformers: Agent of Extinction.
this Creep Factory's full of hot air.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah. Transformer. I didn't know which one that was. I don't
That's the first one
remember.
he did with the gun sword on the
Yeah,
poster, and who gives a shit?
shit they stole from Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I'm surprised people still watch those. Actually, yeah, movie Metal Rock. I did see the trailer for Plane. They showed it before Dawn of the Dead.
There
I
we
mean,
go.
it's a shitty title, but I'm like, it looked kind of could be decent. So we'll see. Maybe when that comes out, maybe I'll check it out. Maybe I won't. But they couldn't have come up with a better title.
Yeah, Plane. I mean,
And it doesn't take place
sequel.
on the plane.
Next sequel will be Bread.
Yeah,
Plane and then Bread.
there we go.
Those are good choices to see in the
There you go.
theater. Do the special editions? I, I guess. But if you want to see a lot of bullshit,
I
yeah,
remember
I guess
that.
they could.
I do remember when those came out, but
That was a deal.
when did they re-release the Back to the Future sequels in theaters?
I
I
think
don't.
Back to the Future Day with Back to the Future 2, when the future took place. What year did Back to the Future Part 2, the future took place? There was a Back to the
2015.
Future Day where, yeah, and they had all three movies back to
Oh,
back to back. You could go
I don't
see.
remember that. I wish I would have
Yeah, it
known.
was a,
I would have went.
yeah. Unless he's talking about another day, but I know that was a big deal. That a lot of people, yeah, in celebration of 2015, the future, they had Back to the Future Day with all three movies in theaters, back
I
to
was
back to back. You watch all three of them in Back to the Future Day, yeah.
was not aware of that. Again, I wish I would have known. I would have went see all three of them. That would have been cool. What did the hung? Oh, Jacob the liar. He never gave people the stuff they paid for, and he keeps making up excuses. So I bought Hard Boiled and The Killer, and I never got them. And I sent email after email after email, and never got a response. And I never got my money back because it was
And
too
how long
late.
did you wait?
I waited forever. I waited like
Over a year,
months
right?
and months, which became a year, and I still haven't gotten an email response. How hard is it to respond to a fucking email? It's not. But like I said, everyone that bought stuff and didn't get it back should all sue him, and you will get your money back. I mean, it's $30, but still $30 or whatever times, or look at people that ordered everything and never got a single movie. So that's what he did. He lied and he stole people's money. He's a thief. Fuck that guy. And it's weird, like all these people like post his Facebook and stuff. I'm like, why don't we just go to his house? Like he can't stop all of us.
Someone say, you bring the chainsaw, I'll bring the beer.
Right. You're gonna give me my fucking money.
No,
No,
it's not the only movie. He's died
unfortunately.
quite a bit. Swelter, Universal Soldier Day of Reckoning, UFO, which is god awful. Alien
Pound of
Uprising is
Flesh.
the other title. Um,
And all those movies suck.
I guess not We Die Young. It's just he gets shot and then they forget about him
And
and
then
we
you
don't know
don't
what
know,
happened to
like,
him.
yeah. So,
Which I didn't get, but
he died in Pound of Flesh as well.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, I forgot about that movie.
That movie was so disappointing. Because they hyped it up like it was gonna be like Wake of Death, and I was like, well, that's definitely one of his better movies. So yeah, and then it never happened. And I watched it and it was awful. I'm like, fuck this movie.
I don't know anything about that. I don't know
Yeah,
if
I
he's
don't know. I didn't know about
yeah.
dementia. I know he had some other health issues, but I don't know about dementia. I never heard that before.
I mean, I haven't heard they was conning people. I don't, so I can't confirm or deny that. So
Like
I
I
don't
said,
know.
he didn't con anybody, but he said that like all these movies were going to get like these director cut releases, and he was going to put them out himself. I don't know legally how he was able to do that with Cyborg and Captain America, but he did. And then he said he was going to do one for Ticker and like Kickboxer 2 and 4, and it never came out. It never happened. Because he posted clips of Ticker on the internet, and it was like all these, like there was like this scene where Seagal's like talking to like this police academy. I'm like, well, that's actually a pretty decent scene. I don't know why that wouldn't be in the movie. And it never got released. I don't know what happened.
Plus, I know there was a bunch of movies he was going to do, like Cyborg prequel, sequel, whatever it be. I think like Oliver Gruner was going to be in it, and all these other people that never came to be. So, not that
He was going to
there's too
do.
many of them.
It was going to be called The Kickboxer, and it was going to have Sasha Mitchell was going to come back, and it was going to be a direct sequel to Kickboxer 2 or whatever, and that
Oh,
never got
great!
made. Yeah.
My tears weep for not having that in the be reality. Yeah, I do want to pick up Channel Edge's book, but yeah, was the voice?
That is,
Yeah,
I did not know. That is a complete shock. Now, when I go watch it, I'm gonna have to listen closely.
I know he said they altered a little bit in post, but he said he
Makes
was
sense.
the actor. But I just see why, because I've heard that guy's real voice, and it wouldn't fit the best.
Man, Bobby Six Killer. Interesting.
I don't know anything about this.
Yeah, I never.
Badass Angels
Again,
Demons in terms of study.
I heard that he did have some health issues, but it was not to the extent of dementia or whatever. But yeah, that's all that I knew about, and I didn't know about any other stuff. I mean, I used to, not anymore, but a lot of the older ones I like, not you know now, but
I'm pretty off the reservation when it comes to wrestling, so it's all Greek to me.
I don't pay attention to any of it anymore. Why should I? They don't care. Like, why should I care if they don't care?
Yeah. First one's the best one. I would say the remake is the worst one. 2, I think, is a bit underrated, and 3 is I can't do it.
Yeah, 1 and
So I
2
guess 1 and 2.
are the only ones you needed.
That was a lot, right? 2 Alien films, 2 Predator films, 2 Terminator films. You only need 2.
You only need
You
2.
got 2. You
You
got
got
2.
2.
You got 2.
I,
Exactly. Fuck Kevin Smith. Just do that again. Yeah, because we need more human walruses. Keep
okay.
smoking that pot. Keep smoking that pot, Kevin Smith. Jesus. I agree.
Haven't seen it, and I agree as well. Don't care. I stopped giving a shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of that like HD copies. Like thanks to Fabio, I'm not gonna mention the person, but I did get Watchers, which has an HD version. Thank you for that, for letting me know.
You're welcome.
Daily Outbreak or as Daily Takeover has a cleaner picture on Tubi, but it's just the rights, and do they want to take the time and money to put on a physical disc? A lot of them either don't see in their eyes potential money to get from it, or laziness, or both. I don't know how else to put it.
Yeah, whenever most of the time when they're on a streaming service, it is high definition. But they're just too lazy to put it on a disc because more people will watch it on streaming. Well, you don't know that for sure, number one. And number two, pretty sure if you put it out on disc, people would buy it. So there's that.
Avenger Syndrome has shown that, because look at the weird stuff they put out, and people buy.
They're putting
Like
out sidekicks.
they put out the birds too. Lands.
I know, that was weird. I'm like, really? The birds too?
I will admit, I can't lie. I thought about getting it just to look at the features, but I did not. But I hate to say it, it's not even the worst movie ever because they're in the come
No,
on.
it was just so odd that they released it though. Like, And then like when it was leaked out that they were going to do sidekicks, all these people got mad. I'm like, why do you care? Just don't buy it.
They haven't set a date, have they?
No, no. The somebody said, yeah, they picked it up. So I would assume they're either going to announce it on Black Friday when they do their sale, or it'll come out early next year. So
Mm.
we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I look forward to that. So
So do I. It's a good movie. It's a nice heartfelt movie.
yep.
Nah, I never heard of it. Give me a
No.
break.
Yeah. Jacob loves to do a new newsletter every 4 months apologizing, and he said he's going to update people weekly. Yeah, exactly.
I agree with that. That's an underrated one. Michael Wincott, your villain. Uh, Great underrated Eddie Murphy film. Doesn't released at the wrong time, January.
Yeah, it came out
I
in
mean, I know Bad
January.
Boys 3 was a hit, but
Yeah, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But my favorite Grand Theft Auto game is Vice City.
the only one I really played was the third one, so I guess I'd have to say
That would be
that.
my runner-up, but Vice City is my favorite because it's basically Miami Vice if it was a video game.
Got too many to mention. Uh, uh, Live for Nothing or Die for Something. I'll go with that.
It's my favorite as well.
Although I do like it's a blue light. What does it do? It turns blue.
Turns blue. Which somebody, I forget who it was, they're like, yeah, we made Rambo talk too much in the third one. That was a bad mistake. I'm like, I don't really agree with that.
No,
It's not
it's
like
not like he was a stand-up.
right. It's
No,
not
he
like he
wasn't a
got
stand-up
pages of
comedian.
dialogue. It's come on.
And people complain he has no personality, so they give like an inch. There's too much personality. You can't. No way to be happy.
Why the fuck did
He
Halloween
talked too
end?
much in Rambo 5.
Yeah, true.
Fabio, no, I doubt
Why
Fabio
the
has
fuck
interest.
would I want to watch that? I don't like gay porno. Just saying.
Yeah, it
Not,
pretty much
not
was
into
that.
dudes. Despite what has been said about me on the internet, I am not into dudes.
Yeah,
Halloween Ends fucking sucked because they made it. That's why. And it was such a great movie that it barely broke even, and no one's talking about it.
oh, hey, New Zealand. How's it going, New Zealand?
There you go. My favorite Ninja Turtles comic, any of the Mirage ones. Which there's some weird, like one though. I just read it. It was really weird. Like the turtles were barely in it, but it was interesting. And there was one where like Splinter was like working in a Chinese restaurant. That was kind of cool. I just read that one, so because they actually tried and did interesting things with those comics. I'm not saying that other people didn't, but the Mirage ones were the best.
Yeah, it'd be hard to pick a favorite of mine comic wise. For the style, I kind of like the body count ones,
Mm-hmm.
but I guess I'll give that answer.
He made a new film a few years ago, and people funded it, and they kept asking for more and more money. Oh, okay. Interesting. Albert Pion. I didn't know about that.
Oh, okay. I don't think he's played that.
No, never played it.
Yeah. Let's see. Because it is Median.
They showed that trailer before
Dearest.
Dawn of the Dead as well. And I saw it. I'm like, it's Chucky, but it's a girl. It's the same movie. It's the same
They already
movie.
They already did that, folks. It's called Dolly Dearest back in the day. So it's not
Child's
like
Play.
even a new thing.
It's called Dolls by Stuart Gordon. Oh my God. I saw that trailer and I'm like, it's Child's Play. I've seen this before. Captain America 1990, Albert Pion put a director's cut out. I want to say like 10 years ago, but I don't think you can find it anymore. I think I have the work print somewhere, but I don't think that was the version he put out. He did like an actual director's cut, but I don't know if you can find it anymore.
So that's when it was October 21st.
Oh,
Cool.
oh, I wish I would have known. I would have went.
Cole's
Yeah, I
mentioned.
like a lot of the early Tomb Raider games.
Have you played Uncharted?
No, never played those.
I played one of them. It's way better than the movie. I'll say that. That movie sucked.
I like this. If I could beat the fuck out of anyone in Hollywood, who would it be? Just one? Maybe Harvey
Victor
Weinstein.
Salva.
Well,
I'll
yeah.
go with Victor
Okay,
Salva.
Victor Salva. There we go. Because that involved children. So
I
no,
only Fabio watches football.
fuck football. I don't watch sports that make me feel guilty because of the color of my
What was it?
skin and
Yeah.
everything.
And what was that recent thing? Like I don't watch football. Either. Like Brett Favre like stole some money or something.
It's news to me.
Probably, yeah. Shows how little I care.
Right. Real Ghostbusters. I have the. You can't see it. It's up top.
Yeah.
But I have the box set up there. I love the Real Ghostbusters.
Very cool.
I just wish that it would get a Blu-ray because they shot it on film, and I wish that Extreme Ghostbusters would get a release because that cartoon is awesome as well.
Thank you, Heart the Cars. I did get that. Thank you. Best horror movie? It's not a lot to choose from. Yeah, Day Shift.
Or Day Shift, not Daybreak. My bad. Daybreak was the TV show, right?
Yeah, Tay Diggs. That's a good TV show in my opinion.
Up there, yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, Kickboxer did not need a franchise. Why did it have a franchise? Because it was Van Damme. That's why.
Yeah, this is your Daybreak.
There you go. Yeah, great show.
Yeah, for those who real quick who don't know, this is a show that only lasted one season, and it's kind of like Groundhog Day meets a cop show. And you even have Mitch Pileggi, Skinner from X-Files, and Horace Pinter from Shocker. Underrated show. At least it does have a finale. It's not like a cliffhanger ending. Plain Roner from April Fool's Days in it. Good show. And Day Shift I'll choose. I mean, I know it's more action, but it's got vampires in it, so why not?
Yes, exactly, Nick. You only need the 2 Ghostbusters movies as well.
I can't remember.
Like I said, I think it came out about like 10 years ago, something like that, but I don't know if you can still find it. Like I said, I think I have the work print in my collection, but I haven't watched it yet, so I don't know what version it is.
I agree. I like Tomorrow Never Dies.
Mm-hmm.
Michelle Yeoh did a good job.
The problem with that movie, it came out the same weekend as Titanic.
Yeah, that's true.
Even though it still made a bunch of money. They should have waited.
And yes, like Fabio said, no, it did not need a franchise. One movie, that's all he needed.
It got one because Van Damme. That's it. That's the only reason why.
Well, you're not wrong about that.
He is. Hanging out in the sewers with fucking Splinter and the Ninja Turtles.
I have no idea. I always wondered that. I don't mind the movie, but his performance was not an Oscar. He was in for like 10 minutes, and he said, "Show me the money." So he got the Oscar.
That's why, because the line blew up when the movie came out. That's why.
I mean, if I don't mind him in it, but I think he did better in Judgment Night. He had more to do. So I don't know why. Well, like Fabio says, because that line blew up, It was everyone kept repeating it over and over again.
Surviving the
Uh,
Game, Gunman, and Bush. Well, those movies and more. I agree. I definitely agree with those choices. But there's many movies that need Blu-rays.
didn't see A Different World, so I can't tell you.
I remember it, but I don't. I haven't watched it in years. I wouldn't say it was woke. You know,
It's 2 hours too long. You don't need to know what Bros is.
it's a gay. It's a gay porno.
Pretty much, it really was. Where I guess it's cool to teach second graders. Just someone try to argue with me in the comments. What's wrong with teaching kids what lesbian is? I'm like, would you teach them what a straight person is? Like, that's the whole point, is that you don't teach anything sexual, regardless of gay or straight.
What's wrong
But
is
apparently,
me having to decide which caliber I would like to use to shoot them in the face because that's what they deserve. But I can't.
like, you don't need to teach.
I can't say things like that because people will get mad. Oh well.
Well, I
Anyway,
won't get mad because it's freedom of
I
speech.
know
But
you won't, but other people will.
yeah,
My
Arrowville.
favorite black exploitation movie. Maybe I'm gonna get you, sucker.
I'm gonna go with Truck Turner with Isaac Hayes
There we go.
and Arrowville Blu-ray release. God,
My
I'm gonna go
favorite
with Tremors.
Shaw Scope Volume 1. That's until Volume 2 comes out. Because Volume 2, I like the movies more in that set. But that doesn't
And
come
for
out
me,
till
I'll
next.
choose. I'll choose the first Tremors.
There
I
we go.
thought they
That's
did
a
a good
great
job
choice.
with
I
that.
was so impressed with how good that movie looked because the old Blu-ray looked fucking terrible. Because that was one of those early Universal Blu-rays and they looked like dog shit. Fast Times at Ridgemont High looked like a VHS. It was terrible.
Yeah, I'm so glad they gave that such a good treatment. I doubt Tremors 2. Actually, I don't remember the Blu-ray looking that bad for Tremors 2, but I haven't seen it in a while. But yeah, again, I doubt the others will get that
I wish
treatment. But
Tremors 2 had a better release, but that's the only one. Tremors 3 is okay. I don't mind that movie, but love
love
Amy
Amy Steele,
Steele.
always did.
She was really cool when I met her. Really nice lady, and she looks exactly the same.
So when did you meet her? When and
I
where?
met her last year at Monster Mania. Yeah, she was really cool. And I asked her, I said, "Did your role in Friday the 13th influence you on becoming a child psychologist?" And she goes, "You're the first person to ask me that." She goes, "Actually, no." She goes, "Yeah, my character in the movie was studying to become that, but that had no bearing on me doing that in real life." She goes, "It's just something I decided I wanted to do." I was like, "Cool." And then I said, "I love April Fool's Day." She's like, "Oh, thank you." She goes, "Yeah, you guys, like, you live in this like secret world of horror movies and you all love this movie and I'm glad that you do." And then I said, "I loved you on Millennium." And she goes, "Oh, thank you." She goes, "Yeah, it was so great to do that." She said, "It was awesome to work with Lance Henriksen." I'm like, "I would hope." And I was wearing a Goosebumps shirt and she took a picture of it and sent it to her kids. So that was pretty cool too.
I forgot she was in Millennium. Wow.
Mhm. That was one of the last things she did before she retired.
Mm. Thank God she was not in that 13 fanboy thing. I'm going off
That
tangent, but
sounded
thank
like
God.
a nightmare. Because when that popped up, I'm like, "What the hell is this? I've never even heard of it." And then I watched the video and I'm like, "Oh, okay. I know why I haven't heard of
Mm.
it."
You want to see Corey Feldman speak like Machina, Machina. Nintendo and Super Nintendo games? Top three Nintendo. Contra is up there. I really like Super Mario Brothers 3 and Super Nintendo. I like Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time. I like Maximum Carnage. I don't know if that'd be top three. I have to think about it a bit. Do you have any favorites of both of those
For
categories?
Nintendo, it would be Contra, Super Mario 3, and then it would be Dr. Mario. For Super Nintendo, it would be Batman Returns, Super Mario World, and then the third one, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. But again, like you said, it's too hard to pick three, but that's three that we're working with right now.
Right now, for three, I'll pick for the third Super Nintendo. I'll pick Star Fox.
There we go.
I don't remember
Oh,
that.
the Butler.
So.
In Tomb Raider.
Okay.
Yeah, in Tomb Raider 2, it's the Butler. Yeah, and then you could lock him in the
I
freezer.
remember.
That was always fun. I tell people that now, like kids now, they're like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, like that was the goal. You lock him in the freezer because he can't get out and follow you. Why would you do that? It's a video game. It's not real. It's just a video game." Yeah, Ronin and Last Starfighter are great Arrow releases. Last Starfighter I haven't watched yet, but Ronin is a great release. The movie looks phenomenal. What's happening?
I don't remember Direct Con. It's been forever since I've seen it. I could imagine.
I tried not to remember that movie.
Yeah, go watch Direct Action instead, Flash Flag. Much better direct with Dolph.
Resident Evil 2 Remake, I have not played yet. I'll stick with the original. I heard the Resident Evil 3 Remake was terrible.
Yeah, I haven't played it. I've seen people play it. It didn't seem that bad of a game, but I guess maybe people were just disappointed. But I didn't play much of the original Resident Evil 3. I just played more of the first two.
My
So
dumb
I
ass,
guess.
I had it and I got rid of it because I couldn't
Which
figure
one?
out how to. Resident Evil 3, I couldn't figure out how to
Oh,
get further, and I got rid. I gave it to a friend of my brother's, and I regret it now.
oh
Because I
man.
paid like $20 for it at Walmart when it was $20. Now you could forget about it. And if you want it on Dreamcast, yeah, you got to take out a loan to get it on Dreamcast. Same with Resident Evil 2. Speaking of Turtles, I was at a store yesterday and they had Hyperstone Heist on Sega in the box, and they wanted $275 for it. I'm like, you are out of your fucking mind.
Jesus. Fuck that.
Yeah, I said no. I'll play an emulator. I'll take my chances elsewhere. There you
There we
go.
go. Yeah. I mean, yeah, no, but hey, it still did this.
You can find the booklet cheap by itself.
I'm fine with that. I mean,
I'm
like, as long as it plays.
I have Resident Evil 2 and the director's cut of the first game, even though it's not really the director's cut because it's still edited.
I have as well.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun. It was also painful once you got to like 2012 and up, but it was a lot of fun. It's something I've been wanting to do for a long time, and I figured, why the hell not?
Hardbody, nothing to apologize about. There's like 90 people or 88 people, so it's doing the best we can. But thank you for people coming by. I don't know why I'm not that interesting, but it's because of Fabio. That's why so many people.
Neither am I. I'm just a big mouth, apparently.
Well, I'm a big mouth too. I'm a bigger mouth.
There we go. We run in packs.
That is a good documentary I've seen. It's called Doom.
Oh yeah,
very interesting backstory. Definitely worth a look for people who haven't seen it. Even if you haven't seen the actual movie because it never got released, you can find it online. There you go. What company put that out? Not sure.
Uncorked Entertainment, the people that made it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then this is I got like the pre-order exclusive, so it has a bonus disc with more interviews.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but this is really good documentary. And then it also came with the movie itself. So, and this is good quality. What's up?
They were able to release that?
Yeah, I don't know how, but they were able to.
Yeah.
It says the best quality available, rested
Interesting.
up to 1080p and tweak the video levels. It's from a sub DVD first generation VHS. Well, it's the best that this is ever going to look. So yeah, and then it has the trailer on here, and then there's a scene specific commentary with the director. So it's better than nothing. And then I do have a bootleg VHS of it as well because why not? Like I remember hearing about this when I was a kid. Like I had a Wizard magazine that talked about this, and I'm like, well, why did it never come out? And now we know why. So
Yeah, I
still
remember I had
might
the
be the
one guy
best
that looked like.
Fantastic Four movie ever made.
I'm still surprised yeah, I have to look into like how they got that released.
I
I
don't
just
know how they were able to
you know.
release it.
And the movie, I remember there was a guy that looked like a Caucasian Lou Diamond Phillips.
Hmm.
I think the guy who played Doctor Doom or something. No, not Doctor. I think it was him. Uh, it set
I,
itself up for a sequel.
I don't know how they would have done it, but it would have been cool.
Maybe it'd be like a little bit like Congo, a little bit of that on the island. But I like those characters. But the film bombed and got delayed. It was supposed to come in the year before, but the
Well, that
effects had
was
to be redone.
that was another casualty of Titanic because it came out
Yeah,
like right after Titanic.
because when it was being made before all these creature features and water-based movies. But then because of delay on the effects, '97 had Mimic, Anaconda, The Relic, and then Speed 2, Titanic. So it's like this is like another creature feature, another. So they were going to be the first, and then they became the last. So just bad timing and such. But underrated movie.
Oh yeah, love that movie.
Well, blame Cameron.
Yep, exactly. James, you have no one to blame but James Cameron. Because someone told me that, like,
Gee,
well, I heard that he doesn't like those movies. I don't know about that because The Abyss, he just did a remaster on it, and he said, it didn't do well when it came out, which it didn't. But that was another one because it came out. Leviathan came out. Deep Star Six came out. It was all these underwater alien movies. It all came out at the same time. People got tired of it. Um, and then True Lies was in the top five biggest hits of '94. So I don't know. Like maybe, terrorism isn't funny. I don't think anyone thought terrorism was funny. So
they thought the characters were funny, like Bill Paxton, and then the action was serious, like a lot of
right.
movies did that.
But
No,
the
I think Jimmy Tammy's too busy doing his fucking 3 hour Avatar sequels and three, four, five, six,
like anyone's gonna
and
watch that. The True Lies bootleg that I have is amazing. You're never gonna see the movie that good. And then it has the open matte version, so you can see all the stuff in the frame you're not supposed to. Love Long Kiss Goodnight. One of my favorite Christmas movies.
yeah, I do enjoy that as well. The good version of Captain Marvel,
Damn
I'll put it
right.
that way.
Love that film.
The better Bill Murray film. My
Ghostbusters.
favorite is between Stripes and Ghostbusters are my favorites. Between
Well,
those three,
yeah.
I like all three, but Ghostbusters.
Out of those three, it would be Ghostbusters. In general,
Yeah.
Stripes, but because Stripes is a
And
document.
in case people ask, yeah, I know there's a whole Bill Murray thing. I can't say I'm not surprised because he's always been a dick.
I'm not surprised either.
In case people ask, no, I don't believe Anna Faris with the whole Ivan Reitman thing. I think she's
That yeah, I don't believe that either.
milking something.
No, not Ivan Reitman. No,
I do like Dave Chappelle,
love Dave Chappelle.
and they gave him shit for it, and it just proved him right. Well, the people are giving him shit.
He's not wrong.
No,
That's
I think
funny.
Die Another Day is way worse. All the CGI, all the other stuff. I mean, no, I think Die Another Day is worse. I'd rather watch World Is Not Enough than Die Another Day CGI surfing and the whole ending with the plane CGI. Yeah.
Die Another Day is definitely worse. At least, I mean, World Is Not Enough has its issues, but at least the majority of the stuff in that movie is practical effects. I will definitely say that. The story sucks,
Yeah.
the villains suck, but at least the action is all practical. Pierce Brosnan's not bad, but it's way better than Die Another Day.
Hey there, frame by frame. Yes, did get the request. We'll have to plan when to do that someday. Thank you, though, frame by frame.
People who say Lance
Paul,
Henriksen is not a good actor, I say fuck him.
yeah, they're full of shit.
But favorite Paul Verhoeven movie, Total Recall.
Yeah, that's hard between them. It's hard to choose. I'll think about it.
I gotta say Total Recall because Arnold.
Yeah.
I like The Protector. I actually like that movie.
It's interesting to watch. I do think a better version of that is Police Story,
Mm-hmm.
which was his answer to it. But I mean, it's interesting to watch as look at the history of Jackie Chan, especially when you look at, it's a movie with nudity and Jackie Chan cursing and trying to be Dirty Harry. I mean, I don't hate it like other people do.
That's actually the first Jackie Chan movie I ever saw. Was The
Oh,
Protector.
okay, it was on VHS.
No, it was on TV. It was like I think like
TV,
right
okay.
when Rumble in the Bronx came out, they showed it, and I was like, "Oh, this is kind of cool."
Definitely check those out. Those are both, yeah, The Order and Outland, both damn good movies. Definitely check them out. Especially the Order is an underrated one.
Oh yeah, I'm hoping '88 puts that out because they said they're doing more Van Damme stuff. Because there's a German Blu-ray that has an interview with Van Damme on it, but I'm hoping '88 picks it up and puts that out.
Hmm.
So we'll see.
Is it an older interview, or do you
No,
not
I
know?
think the Blu-ray came out like a year or two ago, so it's a brand new interview, I believe, with Van Damme.
Hmm.
But I've been waiting to
Ooh,
pick it up because I don't know if 88's going to grab it. So
that's true.
I'll wait a little bit longer, and then if not, I'll just pick it up. Yes, I saw
Yes,
the
he did.
Space Shift,
He reviewed. He has a review of it on his channel as well.
and I really liked it.
Feel
It
free
was
to
a
check
lot
out
of
his
fun.
review. Um, what in real life? I think he's talking about a movie. I guess Tom. What you talking about? Vanilla Sky or something? I don't know if did you ever see that movie?
No, I have not.
Yeah, it's not missing much.
Hmm. But
Oh,
that's
hey,
weird because
critical
I heard it
review.
was such a good
Yeah, go ahead.
movie.
To some people, it just wasn't from me. Hey, critical
So,
reviews. Overrated actor.
like of all time, or like now, I would probably say the most overrated right now is probably Tom Holland. Probably. Of all time, I don't know. That's like an oxymoron, I guess, because there's a lot that are overrated.
Oh, I'd have to think about that a bit. I mean, because I don't know. I mean, I just look at people that just get a lot of jobs. Like, why him? Like Mark Wahlberg gets a lot of jobs, but I like some of his movies as well. But it's like, can it be like someone else, like Thomas Jane or something?
Right.
I don't
I
know. I'd have
wouldn't
to
say
go back to
Wahlberg is
that.
overrated. I think he's overexposed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
overexposed,
So, but Tom Holland
overrated.
is, in my opinion, he's overrated because everyone. The only reason why people like him is because of Spider Man, and I don't think he's that good of a Spider Man.
I'd have to think about that.
But my favorite Sega Genesis game would be Streets of Rage, and my favorite Dreamcast game would be Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
I never played much of those systems, so I can't answer that. And I never played Dreamcast,
Mhm.
so I can't answer that.
Well, Mega Drive is what they call Sega Genesis in Europe, so that's the same thing.
Yeah.
Which I guess it's region free because I have a game that says Sega Mega Drive and it plays fine. So I don't
Hmm.
know.
No, it's not one of the worst.
Hell
Look at the past 5 years, you'll find some of the worst superhero movies.
no.
Captain Marvel is way worse.
Supergirl is a good movie.
Yeah, Eternals is way worse. Yeah, I've seen that. I've always enjoyed it. As Joey Lawrence and Cliff DeYoung. I like the idea of the film. It is on Blu-ray from Mill Creek, I believe. It's
Oh, I
bare
didn't know it was
bones.
Blu-ray.
Yeah, there is a Blu-ray of it. I have it over there.
I
Did
have
no
it on
features on it, but
Laserdisc.
yeah. Wow.
I found it at a
Have you
record
shown?
store of all places.
Have, I must have missed that you showing it on camera. I gotta
Mhm.
go back and look. That's cool. I didn't know I had a laser disc.
Yeah, I
Very
got it
cool.
for $10 and online it's like 80. So I got lucky. Sometimes I get
And
lucky.
and where did you get it?
I got it at a record store. Yeah, they had like a whole like box of laser discs and they had that and I'm like, "Oh, well this is kind of cool." They had a couple other ones, but I didn't pick them up because they were too pricey. Like I think they had Play Misty for me with Clint Eastwood, and I think it was sealed, and they wanted like 30. I'm like, no, not $30. I don't care if it's sealed or not. I'm not paying that much. And they had like a bunch of like the porno ones. So because you asked on one of your streams, you're like, did they even have porn on Laserdisc? Yeah, they did. They had a
Oh,
lot.
you did. Okay.
They had a lot of
I
porn on Laserdisc. Do I have any? No, but they did. And they're worth money. It's weird.
That'd be pretty awkward. You watch it, then you gotta flip it to turn
Yeah,
to
like
finish it.
how does that work?
Yeah, I guess I should have
Um,
known. Porn's everywhere.
yeah, Arkham Knight. I actually reviewed the first 5 Puppet Masters recently. That was a paid request.
Never played Manhunt.
Nope.
Nope. Okay, because we
Oh,
were talking about Resident Evil 3. Okay, you step down. Oh, okay. I know there's
yeah,
a remake of Resident Evil 4 coming out.
yeah, that's coming out
Also
next.
for PS4, so that's cool.
Ron Perlman
Um,
leaving Twitter. Oh man, what am I gonna do?
if that was towards me, not anytime soon. Unless it's a paid request.
Watch Showdown in
Yeah,
Little
everyone's
Tokyo
leaving
with my
Twitter.
girlfriend first time, and she loved it. That's cool. She also loved Perfect Weapon, Rapid Fire, Bloodsport, Kickboxer, Universal Soldier, and Out for Justice. Marry this girl.
Ah, there we go.
That's funny.
Very cool. Uh, Command Performance, where he's Die Hard in a rock concert, he's dying is easy. Rock and roll is hard. Definitely Command Performance. Direct Action. No, yeah,
Yes.
Direct Action is a fun one. Dolph kicks a lot of ass, sometimes chewing bubblegum. Uh, the one with Jerry Springer. The
Defender.
Yeah, I like that one. The
That was
Defender.
a good one too.
Battle
Yeah.
of the Damned was fun. Battle of the Damned was fun. He's fighting with zombies or against zombies with robots. The Russian Specialist, also known as the Mechanic with a K at the end. Those are a couple. Do you have any?
Skin
You
Trade
get
was really
else?
good. That was like the last good Dolph Lundgren movie. Um, The Peacekeeper, I would recommend. A lot of fun, crazy car chase on rooftops. Bridge of Dragons, I would recommend. I like Detention. Detention's fun. I would recommend that movie. And I think that's all most of them. Well, I guess Men of War technically went direct to video, so I'd recommend that movie as well. Sweepers is fun. That's a good one. And
Yeah,
yeah,
Sweepers wasn't as bad as the IMDb tells you. Like 3 point something. It's not
no,
that bad.
Sweepers is a good movie. I know Dolph didn't like it because the director, he didn't like working with the director because he was inexperienced. But
Mm.
I like it. Bruce Payne is the bad guy. I always like Bruce Payne, so
And to answer Tim, that's Resident Evil 5. That was the fifth one in Africa.
never played it.
Since people were going to ask about it, what's the big deal with the Elon Musk thing? I don't pay any attention to Twitter. I'm not on Twitter. Well, technically I am, but I use it like 3 times a year. So he like bought it, and then he's like, "You guys are full of shit," and fired a bunch of people, and then people were like
Yeah.
freaking out and something.
So yeah, he was going to buy it, and then the deal stopped. Like no one knew what was going on, and then he bought it, and then he went in and fired pretty much everyone, and now he's really cracking down on what's going to be on there and what people can say and stuff like that. And I don't really see this as a problem. So there you go. The only thing I will say is he overpaid for it because the company was not worth the money that he put out. But when you're the richest man in the world, I guess you could do what you want. So yeah, like he kicked Kathy Griffin off because she impersonated him, and one of the new policies is you can't impersonate other people. So he kicked her off for that, which I'm not complaining about because she's a terrible person. So him and
And I agree with that. Yeah, don't impersonate people. So
right,
I have nothing against that.
right. And him and Alexandria Ocasio Cortez have been going back and forth, and it's hilarious. And he's gonna, if you want to be verified, which is the blue check mark, you're gonna have to pay for it. I have no problem with that. So all these celebrities are leaving. Well, they say that they're leaving, but they're not going to because they won't have an outlet anywhere else. So it's a ploy. So
Fuck blue check Mars.
yeah, it's
Who's special? Whatever.
stupid. Now I have no problem with what he's doing.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like, but I wanted to get a little bit more info. Yeah, I don't see what the issue is so far, but I guess people hate him to death.
Which is so funny
Well,
because he's an African American immigrant and he's the richest man in the world. But y'all hate him. I just find it so hilarious.
I didn't know he was African American.
He's from Africa
Huh.
originally. Yeah.
Oh, okay. See, this is how far off a reservation I am with this stuff because, like, whatever, Twitter,
Don't worry,
tweeters.
I'm far off on other stuff as well. So whatever the hip new slang is, I don't know.
My favorite is I like all of them. I will say, mate, the first one had a bigger budget, but I do like the third one. Maybe the third one, from what I remember. But I remember liking all four of them, I believe. Let's see.
Yeah, a friend from the army just asked me about those movies. He goes, "Are they any good?" I'm like, "Yeah, go watch them."
I'm not surprised. I don't know why people are surprised.
That's what happens when you're Alec Baldwin. You can get away with stuff.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that whole thing kind of came out of nowhere. It's like I didn't even know Anna Faris was still alive.
Well, it's also really unique timing as well.
Yeah,
Like,
of course. You wait till the
not
guy
only after,
dies.
yeah, and then the news came out like on his son's birthday. Like, I'm like, okay, interesting. That was before I rewatched Die Another Day, because I did the review before Die Another Day, and then I watched Die Another Day and went, oh shit. It was because I had not rewatched Die Another Day before I did that. My favorite full moon for me would be Doll Man. Worst, take your pick. What have they
My
done in the past 10 years?
everything. My favorite
Yeah.
probably I don't know, either Trancers or Puppet Master 3. Least favorite Ginger Dead Man or Evil Bong or one of those. They're all fucking terrible.
And, one of Dear Abuse was touching other ginger dead cookies
Probably.
when
Oh, that was so funny to me. I don't touch. That's not what I heard.
touched someone's cookies.
That's right.
No, I don't. I barely speak English, so no,
Right.
I don't speak any of them. Do you speak Italian though?
A little bit. I don't speak fluent.
A little
But
bit. Yeah, that does tend to happen.
hopefully you got a replacement or you got your money back.
But yes, I do wish Netflix would release those films officially, like Bright, Day
It's
Shift. I
weird.
really do.
It's weird because some stuff will get released and some won't. Like Cobra Kai, all that you can get on DVD, but you can't get Bright or Extraction or any of those movies. That's right. There's one perfect weapon, Jeff Speakman, not Steven Seagal.
The only one I remember is an episode of The Lone Gunman, the short-lived TV show from the
Mm.
X-Files spinoff. I don't remember any other movies because I don't keep track.
Die Hard with a Vengeance kind of sort of predicted a little bit of 9/11 because apparently the rumor is that they blew up the towers because of the gold. Like there was gold underneath, like
Mm.
there, and apparently Die Hard with a Vengeance predicted that. So,
Well, I guess The Siege with Denzel Washington, Bruce
oh yeah, that
Willis,
movie definitely predicted 9/11. So, and it's weird because
and
after 9/11, it was the most watched movie in America. It was the most
not a
rented
bad movie
movie.
either.
Yeah, really like that. I really like that movie too.
Yeah, The Siege would be one for that.
I love when he walks in and he
Oh.
just shoots the guy in the head.
uh, I mean, my favorite role of his is in Jacob's Ladder, but he worked well as both, so I don't have a preference. I think he worked well as both. He's a good
I think
actor.
he was a better as a good guy because he just had that charm to him.
Yeah. Sure, Chase, feel free to send it. Uh, let's see.
Oh, Black Adam bombed. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely a good choice.
Yeah,
Hello,
I
my
do
name is
agree.
Brian. Welcome to Die.
I do agree.
Well, overexposed. I would like The Rock. I would say overexposed. Just like Mark Wahlberg, overexposed easily. I agree. Mel
Yep.
Gibson should have been in that.
There's one Mad Max, Mel Gibson.
Yeah, she was in that Dune movie. Was boring as shit, and she did nothing and except stared.
Yeah, she's definitely overrated. She's not a good actress. Like, yeah, Iron Boy. That's Iron Boy.
Did you see that picture someone has like Ironheart, the new female Iron Man? It looks like a GoBot
Oh God.
suit, like of a fucking. You see it like a convention.
Hmm,
Yeah, I don't
that's
know. Maybe I can find what, but it's
that is
fucking
hilarious.
ridiculous. But yeah, that whole. I hope it goes down in flames. It won't probably, but I hope.
God, I hope so.
Um, Johnny Jerry, why is Tom Jane an asshole? Don't know
I
what
heard that he was at a
story.
convention or something, and he was he was texting someone like in the crowd when he was doing his Q&A, and he was like making fun of everybody there, and like people could see like the text. So I'm like, okay, that's
Hmm.
kind of weird.
Hmm. First time I've heard of it. Well, yeah, he sadly
He
showed
always
that a
was.
long while ago. It's too
Well,
bad though.
this is what these people get. This is what happens when you think that you can get away with whatever you say and do. This is exactly what you get. So no love lost.
Well, I'm glad he does to piss off the people on tweeters because they deserve it.
Yep, exactly.
Been paying the asses for fucking years.
Like I said, these people think that they can say and do whatever they want, and no, it don't work that way. Now you're gonna pay for it.
Don't pay. Listen to what we say.
That's right.
Go to the bay, just may. What do you say? Oh, thank you, man. Uh, I put Rocky Five better, especially if you watch the other cut that you find. It was on Daily Motion. I don't know where it's at now. You probably find it online though in certain spaces, but um, yeah, I would put Rocky Five again, especially that cut of the film. I don't mind Tommy Gunn. Rest in peace to him. Uh, you know what? I used to hate that film, but man, there's been so much dog shit that's risen above, and it's like I don't like what it did, but man, so many films have done so much worse that I don't really hate it anymore
Oh yeah, yeah.
compared
Rocky
to.
Five is not as bad as people say, but Karate Kid 3, yeah. Even again, Ralph Macchio told me to my face, it's a bad movie.
Oh, I guess you mean Karate Kid 4, or are you talking about the remake when you say the last Karate Kid? Uh,
Or you mean the next Karate Kid? I wouldn't even say
but
that's
yeah,
a
I
bad
still
movie.
would. I still Rocky Five is better.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that, but next Karate Kid's not a bad movie. So
Yeah, I was surprised watching it again. I'm like, yeah, this isn't that awful as I remember compared to Karate Kid Part 3.
yeah. Oh, he meant next Karate Kid. Well,
Ah, okay.
even then, I would say Rocky Five I like more. That's just me.
And sorry, folks, I'm trying to get through with the phone on the side, and there you go.
Exactly.
A
You
bitch, and
get
she's
you.
back in heat.
That's right. You get what you get. I agree with that too. Yes, cleaning house, about time. That is the
It's
only
like
way you are going to win.
it's bid broom, as Maximum Overdrive would say. It's bid broom.
Hmm.
It's bid broom.
I love when the kid
Yeah,
blows up the drive through at the end. That's for my dad. Come on, how can you not like that movie?
love it. Cocaine Field Glory. Love
Right.
Maximum Overdrive. Um, Not in a long time. In a very long
Oh
time. It's been
yeah,
a while.
that's a fun one. Ozzy's in it. Ozzy has a cameo. It's hilarious because Ozzy's like this preacher, and he's like talking about how bad music and stuff is, and it's hilarious. But yeah, that's fun. Gene Simmons is in it. He plays the DJ. The kid, he was on Family Ties. The kid was on the show, and yeah, that's a pretty fun movie. I wish that there was a Blu-ray, but because of the music rights, they probably won't get one.
Of course, we're trying to look for this, and I just was so shitty the internet took it down that I don't know. Oh well, fuck it.
No, Trick or Treat's fun. I just got the soundtrack on vinyl, so that'll be in the next update.
Well, when isn't Stephen King pissed off
All right.
lately?
Stephen King can afford $8 a month, I think.
If he
Another
wants it that badly,
another fucking loser.
I don't know why.
Like anyone cares. Who cares what Mick Foley has to say? Just saying. Yes, I
I mean, I
love his
like Mick Foley. It's just I don't get why he left.
because of Elon, and he became woke and everything. So, right, Stephen King is worth $500 million. I think he can handle $8 a month to get his blue check mark. The fuck out of here.
So,
Wasp, I love Wasp. I'm gonna try to see them next week when they come through.
let's see. But he's also fat. So fuck
Yeah,
skinny as
I
well.
mean, and he gave up, when he went direct to video. I mean, at least when he was worth a shit, he actually tried and he made good movies. So that's another thing that I hate about his direct to video work. He just stopped giving a shit. You know,
Yeah,
that's one thing I won't tolerate is just him being lazy because he can and fucking up other people's jobs and shit. It's like you have no respect
exactly.
for your crew. Your crew is the people that make the movie work. And when you're late and when you don't want to do anything, you're fucking them over because they work hard to put this together. So there you go. And I have no tolerance for that. So yeah. I mean, how hard is it? You already got paid, up to $5 million to be in these movies. How hard is it to sit in a recording studio and they tell you when to talk and stuff to do your lines? Like, it's not complicated.
Let's see.
That's some troll. I wouldn't worry about that.
Well, I mean,
They're just being a troll. They don't know what they're talking about.
well, I'll just answer this for myself. I mean, that's you blame the people that use it.
Exactly.
You blame the people that use it, and honestly, then it makes you find out who those people are that use it, and you farm them out. That way, they're not hidden; they're out there in the open, and they just condemn themselves by doing it. I mean, that's kind of the thing I can get where, okay, I'm going to let you guys say it, but you're condemning yourselves by saying it, and
Right.
now you put a flash on yourself. Now I know who you are. So, in a way, I kind of get doing that where if there's hidden people doing that and saying that stuff, this will make them out to the open. And guess what? Now we know who you are. And they'd find another way to do it, even if it's like
Oh, of
nothing
course.
can
Yeah.
truly be banned, Sally. That's the thing people don't realize. Nothing can truly be banned, and it's just how it is. Look, guns that certain you're not supposed to use, they'll find a way. No matter how much you want to complain about, people will find a way. Drugs, how many times? The drug war. The drug war's been happening forever, and people still find drugs. At the path that hell, you might as well legalize it, and you probably have less violence. Sadly, if you did
Nah, you'll
legalize
always you'll
drugs.
always have violence. Violence ain't going anywhere. But
Well, yeah, you always have violence, but I just meant people killing each other over drugs. I think would be less if it was legalized. Probably not saying it'd be good, but there'd be people. I don't know. I'm just saying there's no way you can ban stuff. People always find stuff.
there
Black
you go.
market. There's always a way. There's
Silver
always a
Wing.
way.
Silver Wing said it perfectly. The N word use up is 500% on Twitter. I guess it has a new rap song. So again, people are okay with that. But if you say it on Twitter, it's a problem.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of people. There isn't a lot of rap songs. That's true. Frame by frame. Thank you. I don't know what the hell the movie is, to be honest. I still don't know what the movie is. I've heard the title. I know nothing about it.
Well,
So
from
I
what
don't know
I
what the big deal. I know
from,
Shia LaBeouf got fired. That's all I know.
for nothing. And then
Yeah, that's all I know.
they made a character like Jordan Peterson in the movie, and from what I heard, it's terrible. So whatever. Can't wait to sit through it and see what happens.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on. I don't care.
Exactly. That's like my theory on everything. I don't know what's going on, and I don't care. Or as
Uh,
Kevin Bacon said it best in Tremors, I don't care what they're doing as long as they're doing it way over there.
favorite signed DVD, Blu-ray, or poster.
Mine poster would be the Stone Cold poster because Craig Baxley signed it and then wrote a letter to Lance Henriksen on the back.
I will go with this, signed by Larry Cohen.
There we go.
Fun movie from the 80s about killer yogurt. A nice take on commercialism and all that jazz.
Yeah, I need to get that on Blu-ray.
I think that was Arrow Video, I
Yep, Arrow
believe.
put that out. So
Yeah. Don't worry, darling. Yeah, I guess because I
yeah,
don't.
right.
That's all I
The
know about the
drama is
movie.
more interesting than the movie.
Take care, Louise. And sorry if I was doing the best I can. This phone text is real small, but scrolling on the side here.
That's all right. Yeah, again, a guy that was coked up throughout the 80s. Now we're gonna, listen to what he has to say. Yeah. Yeah, $8, right? Because he's not going to be able to afford $8 for the rest of his life and not be rich. Oh, okay, sure, right,
So now Stevie T probably looked at his computer with the Twitter. He's like, "Honey, this machine just called me an asshole.
right.
You want me to pay $8?"
Wah!
Uh, Jesus. Oh, okay, cool. Like the Big Boss. They still haven't found the true uncut version, right?
Nope.
Yeah, they'll probably never
Apparently,
find it.
someone somewhere has it, but I don't know. They say that about a lot of things.
Mm.
It's not out there. So
Oh, thank you, frame by frame.
great. Can't wait. Can't wait to sit through
Yes.
that.
Oh, great. So, like, fucking Barbarian. I already saw that movie.
Or
And that
Hereditary.
director is an idiot, too. Because the thing is, when I ranted on that, I didn't know what all the director said. And then when he said, oh, it's based on this book and it's about, like, the reason why. Okay, for those who don't know, sorry, I'll go on a tangent. There's a scene where the lead girl sees this pretty much torture chamber, a bed, a bloody handprint, and all this stuff in this basement of this Airbnb.
Dun, dun, dun.
And she's like, we gotta leave. And he's like, I need to go down and see it for myself. I'm like, why is he doing this such a stupid thing? So the director apparently said, well, the reason he's doing that is because men don't trust women and what they say.
I don't.
I'm like,
I don't trust anybody and what they say.
yeah, it's hard to trust anybody nowadays. But it is like, come on, why?
What?
This movie didn't need politics. So many movies don't need these political shit. I'm tired of it. I'm sick and tired of it. I understand, like, They Live worked well with a different type of politics, and that's a good movie.
And it wasn't
But
in your
number one,
face. It was just, this is what these people are dealing with. But yes, I get that it was a message, but it didn't detract from the movie.
yeah, it was handled better, and the politics have changed to be just this pussified bullshit and fucking Stolflace directing and people that got their balls snipped directing and no one has balls anymore and fucking sick and tired of it. Sick of it.
Yeah.
Drive people drink or go crazy.
Seriously, Nick, Stephen King was more sane when he was on coke doing Maximum Overdrive. You're not kidding. Well,
Probably,
people, I tell people this all the time. The only way that you're going to get this shit to stop is if you stop supporting these movies. Stop paying to see these movies. And trust me, they will stop making them.
And if you need to see them, there are ways to do it that you know, and I know, and I know, and you know.
The last
If,
new movie that I paid to see was God, The Marksman with Liam Neeson, and that came
mm,
out what, last year, early last year. So that was the last new movie that I paid to see. Anytime I
yeah.
go to the theater now, it's a re-release of the older stuff.
Sadly, they keep doing it.
We all are. Everyone is. It's just we say the quiet part out loud. Everyone's tired of it. You can't tell me that you know general audiences are not tired of this stuff. They are. They just don't want to say it. But again, the only way that is going to stop is if you say something about it and you stop paying to see these movies. That's how it stops. But well, no, we have to
Exactly.
support it because it's Disney and it's no. Just stop supporting it. If you don't agree with it, if you don't believe in what these people are trying to push on you, stop. I did it a long time ago. So the only way that it's going to get better is if you just stop showing up. It's how it works. Why do you think they
Exactly.
keep canceling all this, the gay Superman in the comic books? Why? Because no one bought them. No one read them. That's how it works.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of us hate it. It's not the
Again,
only reason why the box office is going down, but I think it's one of the reasons.
most
It's
people
not
do.
the
Most people do. Well, I think it's a big reason why these movies are flopping because people don't care about that. They want to be entertained for 2 hours. When they go to see a movie, it doesn't matter what genre it is, they want to escape from reality. They don't want to be reminded of the shit that's going on outside of the wall of the theater. So they're
yeah.
tired.
They don't remember the word escapism. Why do you
Exactly.
think Top Gun 2 made a lot of money?
Because it wasn't
Exactly.
woke and it was entertainment. I've never seen it,
Yeah,
but that's why it made money.
I didn't love it. I liked it. I don't think it was a bad film. And yeah, I mean it made money. I'm fine with it. Yeah,
And
I mean, yeah, Sonic
Sonic
2 made
yeah,
money. I saw it. I
the
liked it.
Sonic movies made money because it was entertainment. That's why. Because that's what people want to see. They don't want to be, guilt tripped into the color of their skin and, well, if you're not gay and you're a homophobe and if you don't want to see this, no, it's just, why don't you make a movie instead of your political message that no one cares about?
Yeah, I'm tired of going to a movie and being made to feel bad or being told to feel bad.
Well,
I'm
I
like,
don't feel
fuck
bad.
you, entertain me. I know, but it's like they're trying to, and I'm like, no,
No, yeah,
fuck you,
that's the goal.
entertain
They
me
want they
or
want
get
you
out.
like this shit with Black Panther 2. If you're white, don't go see it opening weekend and well, you saved me money because I wasn't going to see it anyway, but that's just me. But,
Exactly.
you know, do you
I
really
don't want
think
to
that
see it
people
ever.
are going to want to go see that if you're out there talking about that? No, they're not going to.
Why do you think Bros flopped? No one wanted to see it.
Hmm.
Plus, it was a shitty comedy. But just saying, sorry, Mister Writer, co-writer, actor, whatever the fuck his name was. Bros
Billy
sucked.
Billy Eichner or
Eichner.
something,
Yeah, Billy Eichner.
and then you
Sorry,
going
your
on the
film
internet
sucks.
and bitching and complaining and crying is not helping. Do you really think that people are going to see what you said and oh well, you know what, we should go see it? No, no, they're going to see it even less.
Yeah, for those who don't know, Bros was populated by the makers as this is the first studio romantic comedy featuring a male gay couple. I'm like, okay, cool. Whoop de fucking do. Is there a good story and is it funny as a comedy? There was neither. Billy Eichner was annoying, irritating, and as romantic comedies bomb lately, as because they haven't been popular since the Julia Roberts days of the 90s, or Sleepless Seattle. Number two, it wasn't a funny comedy. Number three, you advertise it with a trailer that says, straight, you had your time. Then, well, okay, fine. You tell me to go fuck myself, then I don't want to go see your fucking movie then. Don't tell people to go fuck themselves and then beg them to go see your movie. It's not really smart business decision. And then also, I'm sorry that I'm a straight guy and I can't relate to your issues and problems. I'm sorry I can't relate to that. That's just the truth. And a lot of raunchy sex scenes that I'm like, okay, in a romantic comedy, you like the girl, or you're a girl, you like the guy. Here is two guys, I'm not into either. And I'm like watching fucking gay Pornhub. Not for me, not my cup of tea. And also as a comedy, it fucking sucked. And then you throw this bullshit at the beginning of Billy Eichner's some stupid podcast. 4-year-olds, they can learn about Abraham. What the fuck was it? Learn about Santa Claus, but they can't know about this lesbian. Who gives a shit about straight lesbian when you're 4 years old? They want to play toys and Tonka trucks. Shut the fuck up, Billy Eichner.
Because children don't need
And
to know about
I didn't realize till afterward, the girl from Fright Night was in it as I think the mom of his boyfriend, the Amanda Bierce. I think I didn't realize she was in it until after. She's a teacher, and they're too young, second graders, to go to this history of gay museum. And I'm like, yeah, just they worry about toys and math and science. That's what teachers supposed to do: math, science, history. But then our good guy we're supposed to follow guilt trips her, and then later on she shows the class, and I'm like, number one, isn't that the parents' choice? Number two, they are too young. Because, okay, fine, you don't send 4-year-olds to a straight, what the fuck you be called, museum. This is how these two men kissed. This is how those two fucked. Yeah, no. But apparently I'm crazy. Well, I'm a phobe or an ist or am, they / them, binary, finary, bonary, bipolar, whatever the fuck. I don't give a fuck. It's all bullshit, all of it.
That's my answer right there. That's all I need.
It's all fucking cockamamie bullshit to make you feel bad. So I don't give a fuck if someone's gay. I don't give a fuck if someone's straight. I don't give if someone's Barney. I don't give if someone's My Little Pony. I just care if you're an asshole, and assholes are everywhere. Assholes are in this country, that country, white, black, pink, yellow, and assholes is Billy Eichner. I don't care that you're gay. I care that you're an asshole. So shut up for being an asshole. Assholes are everywhere. Assholes are not a specific thing, but they're everywhere. That's why they're everywhere, because they're that fucking specific. Stop being an asshole, Hollywood. Stop being an asshole. Tweeter, twit fucks, twit tards, twit fucking twat waffles. Stop being fucking head up your ass, pull it out, and smell the roses. Oh, you can't, because you got a bunch of fucking shit on your mustache. Clean up, shower, shape up, ship out. For all this bullshit. These people fucking crazy. Sorry, I didn't mean to go on a tangent, but.
Amen. I'll drink to that.
Sorry, folks, I missed a lot of questions, but I just popped by, can't stand no more.
That's right.
It's not about hating a specific group. It's, you're like doing this. I'm like, ease up. Yeah, I get, no, but you gotta do it. And I'm like, that's not entertaining, or it's not funny, and you say legitimate stuff, and then because they don't want to have a discussion, or they don't want to have a conversation, they try to call you something or say you're something because we want to end the conversation then and there, and then get you whatever the fuck. Just don't get it.
They don't get it either.
Did you ever see any of that in, like, you train in martial arts in schools? Did you ever see that type of stuff where people are trying to push something onto you, whether it be agenda, whether it be anything, whether your workplaces you went to or anything like that, or no?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. In
Okay.
more recent times, yeah, definitely. Um, when you get all these stupid emails, we hired 6 transgender people today. Oh, that's great. Can they do the
Are
job?
they good at
Well,
the
no, but
job?
we hired
Yeah.
them. Oh, okay, great. Awesome. Um, not like in martial arts, not really that,
Oh,
but
okay.
just people being assholes. So
I
I
have to
guess
ask because I never know. You
you're
never know.
okay. I'm more than happy to answer that. Not really in martial arts. Um, in the military, a little bit of that started when I was getting out, and that's why I got
Mm,
out. So one of the main reasons why, because your job is to shoot, move, communicate, and kill the enemy, not worry about other things. I'll just leave it at that. But in some places where I've worked, not necessarily our company in the security side of things, but the companies that we worked for, yeah, there would definitely be a lot of that pushed around and conversations with people. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's great. I'm going to go over here and mind my business. But yeah, martial arts, not so much. Again, just that's more of just people's ego and stuff like that.
okay.
Military, I don't know what it's like now, but they were definitely starting to push that when I went in, and then I don't pay attention to any of that. And then yeah, there's been certain places where I've done security for where they have pushed a lot of that, and I'm like,
Mm,
great, you're in charge of classified government documents. You're in charge of multi-million dollar projects that depend people's lives depend on, and we have to call you Mr. or Miss because you're stupid. Great. I hope nothing serious happens. So there's that.
yeah. Well, thanks frame by frame before I forget. Show the best version. What female pleasure? Yeah, it's called porn.
Yeah, that's called lesbian
No
porn.
sex scene. I mean,
Really.
isn't that lesbian porn? Isn't it? Am I missing something? There's high def versions of that. Trust me.
The focus
Uh,
of men as the recipients. I guess she must be watching a different kind of porno because I ain't never seen one like that. That's called gay porn. And I'm not into
I
dudes.
just, I guess, I just it means in hetero, like the woman giving a man a blowjob. I guess.
No, there's no hetero films where guys go down on girls and you hear the woman. Like again, I guess we've been watching some different type of movies here. So
Yeah, and it's been the
no,
two together.
okay,
Well, people live in a bubble. They
they
don't know
do.
anything past certain expiration date.
They're stupid, and they're getting dumber by the minute. In the words of Ripley
Well,
from Aliens, did IQs drop sharply while I was away? The last good
Scott
one.
Adkins. Scott Atkins has made some good ones. I just saw Accident Man 2. I liked that. That was a fun one. Came out this year.
Okay, the last great one I would say is the Raid
Great.
Redemption.
Great one. Yeah,
That's
it's a
the
good
last
choice.
great one. The last good one, I don't know, to be honest. Maybe, well, would Skin Trade count? I mean, that I really liked, but that was 2015. So
Yeah, I would say like Scott Atkins has been making some good ones. Avengement is a really good one.
I haven't seen that.
Avengement. Yeah, that one, and there's one I need to see called One Shot because that was a request with Scott Atkins. Yeah, Accident Man and Accident Man 2 are really good.
One
Also, The
Shot's
Debt
the one.
Collectors.
One Shot was the one where they tried to film it in one take, right?
Yeah, I've flipped through it. I haven't seen it yet, but yeah, that's the gimmick of it with
Okay,
Scott
I
Atkins and
thought so.
Ryan Philippe's in it.
Okay, cool. He's another guy.
And
I
yeah,
don't know. I guess he got blacklisted or whatever. I don't know, but
Ryan Philippe.
yeah, I don't know why
Yeah,
that happened. Whatever. Stupid
maybe
politics.
it was maybe it was Sarah Michelle Gellar. I don't know
Yeah,
because they did Cruel Intentions together.
and I know what you did last summer. Maybe he got
Yeah, that's
divorced.
true. Yeah.
Maybe him and when him and Reese Witherspoon got divorced, something happened. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, Blood and
What
Bone
if
was
she's like,
another really good one. I love Blood and Bone. I need to get the Blu-ray of that.
that was a fun one. But yeah, for
Twitter,
folks out there, yeah, go ahead.
Twitter or TikTok, which is worse? I mean, they're both pretty bad, but I say TikTok is worse because you actually can see these people like trying to function, which is horrible. That's a video
I don't know anything. I mean, Black Adam
because
just looks
it's not woke.
typical.
It's not like that, so that's why.
That's not enough. I mean, that's cool, but I'm not going to give a film a pass just because of that. I'm like, cool. It's nice to see, but I need more for a movie to be good than just that. Otherwise, we're just settling for mediocrity.
Yep. And then DJ wanted to know about SWAT. I actually really like SWAT from 2003. That's a pretty good movie in my opinion.
How cool, yeah. I saw it in the theater and I did enjoy that.
Cool. They had that when I was in when I went through processing, when I did all the medical stuff. They had that on in the room. It was very awkward, but you're in a room with everybody's in their boxer shorts. Yeah.
Oh, that could name. I could be taught for 50 minutes on that. Low Down Dirty Shame is not 0% on Rotten
That would
Tomatoes.
be a fun video to do. I like the one you did. What was it? The 1-star rating for Aliens. That was fun.
Oh yeah, yeah. That I mean, that'd be interesting. Like take your favorite film and look up the 1-star
Yep.
ratings. What would be your favorite film if you did that?
My
Like,
favorite
or a film
movie.
to pick?
Well, my favorite movie of all time would be 29th Street, but I mean, to do any movie that I like to see a 1-star rating and then I can tear it apart would be fun. So, just any random movie that I like, just to read what these idiots are saying. Ryan Felipe
Yeah,
apparently did the same thing. He beat up a model. I never heard that before.
no, I never heard that.
TikTok simps over Jeffrey Dahmer. Jeffrey Dahmer would eat these people for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Are you kidding me? He's a mass murderer. Do you not get it? Like when the Ted Bundy movie came out, all these women, oh my god! I'm like, he would have killed you more than once. What do you not understand? Black Adam is still a boring, generic action film. I'm not surprised. I am not surprised.
Yeah,
I saw the trailer when I saw Jaws in theaters, and what was the other movie that I saw? It might have been Dawn of the Dead. I can't remember, but I saw I saw the trailer twice because they showed it in theaters, and I'm like, this looks like every other movie. Like, there's nothing that separates this from any of the superhero movies.
yeah.
He's like,
There's
well,
a
I'm
little
not
lack.
the
I mean,
hero. We saw that. It's called Watchmen. It's the same thing.
at best, yeah, it was generic at best. Like 10 years too late.
Yep.
Kind of reminds me like Bloodshot with Vin Diesel, which was generic.
Which is a shame because I actually really like that character. But it's a generic character. Mainstream audiences aren't going to know who Bloodshot is. So I think that was another reason. And then you could blame COVID. But yeah, it just looked like every other movie. So it didn't separate itself.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's asking you.
I don't know. Is that a remake of Troll or is it a completely new movie?
New movie.
Okay, I don't know what that is. I've never heard of it, never seen the trailer, couldn't tell you anything about it.
No, I don't think I've seen that. I don't
Yeah,
know shit about Black Adam, so
yeah.
I'll take your word. Well, Namor doesn't look like Namor in Black Panther 2. I'm like, who's that? Namor. What?
Yeah,
I thought he was Asian.
people don't know who Namor is.
Maybe I'm wrong. For folks out there, didn't Namor look Asian
He did in the
in the
comic
comics?
books. Yeah.
But
On the
you
he was
change
on the
that.
Fantastic Four cartoon. He looked Asian.
That's what I thought. Like, get Donnie Yen for that, but
Nope.
God, I mean, it used to be they replace white people. Now they're replacing Asian people. They're replacing everybody. Next time, then they'll do a Ninja Turtles film be replaced by frogs.
They did that. They had
Fucking
the punk rock frogs.
well, yeah, that's true. So they already did it. The sons of bitches.
The bastards. No.
No,
I haven't even
not.
seen it, and it'll be no.
I did sadly see it, and it was no.
Well, at least you got paid,
Yeah. I think someone asked me. I know there's a Dead Space remake. It's PS5. I'm not into PS5. Sorry, it's too rich for me. John Carpenter doing it. I think it'd be like John Carpenter's The Theme, but in space. I think that'd be really cool, and you'd get the same actor because he looks like the guy, and he's a good actor, gonna write, and just do it right. But they don't want to give John Carpenter the chance because Hollywood's too busy wasting money on films like Bros. So what can I tell you? But I mean, I
I
give
know
him one
John
last shot. I didn't like
Carpenter,
the
he
yeah,
wanted to do a Dead Space movie because he was a fan of the games, but it just never happened.
and yeah, no one wants to give him a chance. Give him one last chance. I didn't like the Ward. I'm fine with giving him one last chance compared to how many other people get so many more chances. That's just me, though.
Zack Snyder's Justice League can cure insomnia. I would hope because I suffer from that. So She-Hulk is the worst thing that ever come out of Marvel. I do not disagree with that. It has gotten worse. Yeah, it has. Like because they
Yeah.
just they stop caring because they know that people are going to see it regardless because it's Marvel. That is prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. But again,
Well,
like
you're
I said
not wrong.
earlier,
That's the
y'all
problem.
pay to see this shit and then y'all bitch. You know how you stop? Stop paying it. Stop paying money. Stop paying for Disney Plus. Stop going to see these movies in the theaters. That's how you stop it. But you're part of the problem if you keep paying to see this shit. Stop it. I
And like
understand
I,
that it's very difficult for people to wrap their mind around that, but stop.
and like I said before, if you need to see it because you think it'll be a train wreck or to make fun of it, there are many, many, many other ways
I
to
know,
see
but
it
it's
without paying a dime.
it's
We all know this.
2022. Are you kidding me? This isn't
Exactly.
the 90s, okay? You don't have to get a theater recorded bootleg VHS from the guy on the corner anymore. Okay, I think we've gotten past that phase. Hmm. They got this thing. It's called the internet. Okay, you can find it for FREE. The only
I
Marvel,
agree.
the only Marvel stuff that I paid to see in the theaters was stuff that I actually liked, except Iron Man 3. That was the only one that I paid to see that I did not like. Other than that, I paid to see Civil War. I liked Civil War. Um, the first Black Panther was okay. Yeah, I paid to see that in the theaters. The first Spider-Man, 2002 Spider-Man, I liked. It was okay. It hasn't aged well, which people don't understand what I mean when I say that, but yeah.
Really? Well, what's not to understand?
I don't know. People like, what do you mean when you say it hasn't aged well? I'm like, well, number one, the CG sucks. We haven't improved on CG. Number two, it just the movie hasn't aged well. Movies are supposed to get better every time you watch it. That movie hasn't. The only one that I think has is the second one, which is the best one. Spider-Man 1 is okay. Spider-Man 3 sucks. Well, of course, the Werewolf by Night comics are going up in value because there's a TV or a movie or whatever out now. That's why. I mean, it happens all the time.
Fabio hasn't seen the second film.
I love the first Top Gun. Is it my favorite movie of all time? No, but it's a great movie. Um, but I haven't seen Top Gun Maverick, and it's weird because everyone asks me like, "Well, what if it's a paid request?" Well, send in the paid request and I'll watch it. Like, I don't know why this is so complicated. Same thing. What was the other one? There was another movie that people keep asking about, and I'm like, well, send in a paid request. I can't remember which movie it was, but Top Gun Maverick
Pray,
is definitely the one. Which one?
pray, is it
Yeah,
pray?
it is. Yeah, Prey is just
Oh, okay.
Prey and Top Gun Maverick are the ones that everybody wants me to review. Well, I don't know how many times I have to say it. If you send it as a paid request, I'll do it. Other than that, I'm not going to watch it. I have other stuff to watch.
Oh, this is an interesting one. Uh, would you prefer?
The Neo Geo, because there's so many great games that came out on that.
See, I'm not smart. Well, not smart. I don't know what came out. I'd have to do research on that with Neo Geo.
Well, it
3DO
had
seems like
it
yeah.
had Metal Slug, it had Samurai Showdown, it had all those games because that one
Oh,
that he's
okay.
talking about. I think is the one with the arcade games. So those are the better ones. I would definitely buy that.
Okay.
That had all the really fun games, and then you don't have to play with quarters. You can change the settings to free play. And 3D, I mean,
I mean,
3DO, it has some good games, but it's not $700 worth, in my opinion.
okay. Yeah, I'd have to look at maybe 3DO just out of curiosity because I wouldn't be able to play those games any other way. But if I had to like bite the bullet, okay, gun to my head, which I have to choose, I guess PS5 just to play because I'm a big Dead Space fan. I'd be, it's the first two games are two of my favorites. So, and then if Max Payne remake and whatever the hell, Silent Hill, I'm a big Silent Hill guy. They're doing it. I guess I did PS5, but I just, as of right now, I don't. $500, I'd rather keep in my pocket. I
Yeah,
got enough fucking games here to play.
right. Everything is expensive now, and yeah. Well, Brigitte Nielsen was supposed to play She-Hulk. They even did costume tests, and there's pictures out there, but it just didn't happen. And yes, she would have been a good She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Yep, there you go. Never watching Marvel, never watching Disney because they made everything woke, and it's not entertainment anymore. It's we can make $1 billion off of this because people will go see it because it's Marvel. That's all they care about.
Love Child's Play 3. Always enjoyed it.
My favorite.
If that was, yeah, always liked it. Didn't think it was as bad. People made it. I never did, even as a kid.
No, no, it's different. People bitched about Child's Play 2. It was the same movie. Okay, Child's Play 3 did something different, and they still bitch. What more do you want? Like, whatever. Pray for the
And the answer
franchise
is
to end. Agreed. No. Why would I want to
no.
watch? Why? Who cares? Like, why are people watching it? Who the fuck cares?
The only Star Wars thing I've liked is I did sincerely enjoy The Mandalorian season 1 and 2. And I don't have Disney Plus. I saw them another way. I did sincerely enjoy them because, yeah, it was Star Wars, but it felt like more of a just a badass bounty hunter, lone wolf and cub story. And I prefer that than Star Wars. Andor was about a character in a movie I didn't give a shit about called Rim Job 1 or whatever the fuck it was called. Rogue
Yep.
One. So I don't give a shit about a guy in a movie that I thought sucked. It's cool if
I
you
was
liked it, it's just not for me.
bad. What was it? The Bad Pack or whatever, or the Bad whatever.
The
Yeah, because
bad, yeah.
that was such a good show that people watched it.
Okay.
I'll never watch the. Yeah, there you go. I'll never watch The Mandalorian because of how they treated Gina Carano for no reason. So, not sorry.
Yeah, this don't bother me.
Well, some people
You do
can't get
whatever
over.
you want. Well, that's their fault. their business. They're hill to die on, I guess. Ain't much
Uh,
of a hill to die on for them, but will.
Someone said they will rebuild the Twin Towers. No, I don't think that's ever going to happen.
No, Fabio, that's seen She-Hulk. As he says, why would he see it?
Why do I want to watch a show where the highlight is the main character twerking with Megan the Stallion? Yeah, I'd rather get punched in the fucking face repeatedly.
And yes, I did not know who the hell that person was because I never fucking heard Megan. Even though I guess she was in the film I had seen and I completely forgot, but I did not know who the hell that was.
Yeah,
Megan the Stallion.
Megan the Stallion. Yeah, no one cares.
But we'll start wrapping things up. We'll give about 5 more minutes because
That's fine.
I'm sure Fabio's pretty busy with stuff, and I don't
No,
want to keep him here
I'm
too
good.
long.
I got nothing going on, but I don't know what you're up
Okay,
to.
yeah, we can go
Yeah,
on for a little bit longer.
I'm good.
Okay, cool. I just don't
Well,
want to keep you away from stuff.
I'm not doing anything.
But cool.
I used to like Zaran Isaac, but I just don't. I don't like the fact that he doesn't really do videos anymore. It's all just gaming stuff. Um, and then just
Mm.
sometimes he would go a little overboard with things, and that kind of tuned me out. But other than that, I like him. But just all he does now is like play Fortnite, and it's like, well, I want to see like the DVD reviews and stuff like that. And then just sometimes he would just take it a little too far with certain things. But I guess that's my problem too, apparently. So sorry. People saying Chucky is a
I don't
gay.
think I've seen that person.
No one cares. Chucky is not a gay icon. Shut up. They only say it
No,
because
because they
Don
suck.
Fettuccine's gay. That's why.
Mm.
Fuck the Garfield movies.
Too bad Dom Fettuccine ain't a better writer.
Yeah.
Megan D, whatever.
Godfather
Yeah.
1 and yeah, Godfather 1 and 2 I love. Godfather 3 is okay. Yeah. Because that's
Yeah.
that is what we needed to see in any type of TV series is the main character twerking with, you know, someone that got shot or something. I don't know.
Ooh.
That's a
I
good
like a
question.
lot of this. I do like a lot of his stuff, but I think it started with his movie. I saw his movie. I did not like it at all. I thought it was terrible, and I don't know why he made that movie. I don't know why he went in that direction for that movie. And then, as much as people don't like Mike Matei, and he may not be the most likable guy, he still fit better with him than those. Who the hell are those guys? The guys that
Extreme
are with
Wave.
him. Yeah, despite how my team and I have been the most likable guy, but he was still a better fit with James. And I think James, at this point, to be perfectly honest, he's tired of doing that stuff. I guarantee it. It's it's what gets the money though. It's the cash cow. It's the golden horse, the golden ticket, and you tell that that's why in his you look at his channel. Unless it's that he's talking about movies, he's always been more of a movie guy. Mike Matei was more of the video game guy. That's why Mike Matei, he just does video game streams because he's the video game guy. He was the angry video game nerd. That's what people have to realize. Mike Matei was the actual angry video game nerd. He would play some of the video games, record them. James would, play the character. Mike Matei was more the video game. He was more into it. James is more movie effects, how you film it. That's more his forte. Again, that's why away from playing the character, he talks more about movies. That's his passion. I don't think he's as passionate. I'm not saying he dislikes video games. I don't think he's as passionate about it as some people think he is. And then the 30 Monster Madness thing. Listen, there's plenty of people, you, me, others, that have done a review a day or two. Like you're able to do that without having to steal stuff. That was ridiculous. That was lazy, especially with that much moolah coming in. And yeah, exactly. They were not, and those were annoying people. I know one of them. They have some other channel, and they did some shitty Night of the Living Dead parody thing. Someone made me react to. I think, and I thought it sucked, and I think they suck. So I like James Wolfe. I don't think he seems that bad of a guy. I did like a lot of his videos in the past. I still have a Blu-ray with his. I still enjoy his stuff. I don't watch his new stuff because number one, I think what that Monster Madness stuff was bullshit to do. It was laziness, and I'm just like, dude, retire, man. I mean, if that's the case, just retire the character. I see, maybe no one else does that. He's not. There's no passion in it anymore, and I guess I can't blame him because how many years it's been? A lot of years, and
Almost 20
well,
years. He started in what, 2004, something like that, around there. So yeah,
yeah. I mean, YouTube was around started like what 2006 or something, and
he was
that was around the
before
time I
YouTube
found
because
YouTube.
it was on a different website when he first
That's
started,
true.
and then he
That's
became on
true.
YouTube. Yeah. So I agree. I think with the movie, because the movie was terrible. It's like, why do that? Um, and then I like Mike. I always have. I don't
Yeah, I
have
don't mind him.
I don't
I
have a
know there's a lot of people that hate him.
I don't have a problem with Mike. I think he's more entertaining at times, to be honest. And I do like what he's doing now. And maybe because everyone made like a big deal about him leaving. Maybe he got tired of it. Maybe he saw what was going on and was like, "Well, if you're not going to do this, why am I going to do this?" I agree, Mr. D
Yeah,
man.
fuck Tony.
That dude is super fucking annoying, and I don't care what anyone has to say. But yeah,
Yeah.
when the Screen Wave guys took over, they hijacked the whole thing. They made it more about themselves. Um, I'm just sorry, they're really annoying. Like, I looked at the one guy, Tony, his stuff, and he is just super annoying in his videos. And I guess I don't have room to talk because apparently I'm annoying. But whatever.
So am I.
There you go. And yeah, when they took over, when they bought him out and stuff, I just thought it was awful. And then the straw that broke the camel's back was the plagiarism stuff. The fact that they were able to get away with it, they gave a half-assed apology, and everyone just moved on and act like it never happened. That I was done after that. It's like, are you kidding me, dude? If you can't do it, then don't do it. But don't try to act like you're still going to be able to do what you usually do if you're not in it. Like, yeah, we all get burned out. It's part of life. It's part of humanity. There's times when I don't want to do videos, but I get through it. And if I was at the point where, you know, yeah, like James Rolfe, I would just quit and say, all right, I'm going to take a breather. I'm going to do something else, whatever. Yeah, I'm not going to sit there and lie to people and deceive people. And, again, these people choose, like you all are, you choose to watch this, you choose to come on there. The least that anyone can do is be sincere and honest and not sit there and take your money and lie to you and everything. I will never do that. That's not me. And I have no tolerance for people that do that. So there you go. Exactly. I agree. I'd rather watch Mike live stream a bunch of games or whatever, and you could tell he's having fun and he just wants to do it, than whatever shitty video James Rolfe puts out. And dude, stop
I
dyeing
agree with
your hair.
that. Yeah.
Seriously, like, stop dyeing your hair.
I agree with that. I rather watch the. I agree. I just mentioned that because I know a lot of people they don't like my Matei for various reasons.
I
Yeah, his live
I never
streams are
had a
more
problem with Mike.
entertaining.
I always liked Mike. He's
Yeah,
hilarious. He was playing. I forget what he was playing. It might have been like Mario Brothers 3 or something. And he was all like normal. He's like, yeah, like you jump up here, and then most people don't know this, but this is up here. And then he died, and he was like, God damn it! I just thought it was so like 1 minute he was fine, and then the next he's like yelling at the camera and everything.
and he's genuine in his anger. Like, I get that he's genuine, and that makes it funnier. And that's the thing when on a tangent back in the day, while I liked James when he was the angry Nintendo nerd, the guy I watched more was this guy named Arme21, because he was kind of like that, where he would play like Total Recall, and then when it seemed like more legitimate mad, which made it funnier. And it was this guy named this is like way back in like 2006, 2007, and like all those guys. You had like Spoonie, you had Play Bogard, you had all these people that I'm sure I'm saying people like, who the hell are they? Well, that was back at the time when YouTube had like 11 minutes tops you could upload.
Oh
Then it
yeah,
bumped up to 15 minutes tops, and you just send actual messages to people like email.
the good old
Yeah, and yeah, well, I would like watch between both of them, but I would watch more Army 21 while I did like James, because I thought Army 21 was more funny and like genuinely. But that's a long time ago.
hmm But yeah,
Yeah, I don't know if anyone remembers Spoonie. It's sad what happened, but hopefully he gets his life fixed or whatever.
yeah, when YouTube was worth a shit. But again, like, where else are people going to go? Like when they threatened to with the whole Copa thing. And I told all of you, I told everyone, it's just a scare. Nothing's going to happen. And guess what? Nothing did happen. But so many people went away and never came back. I mean, where are people going to go? There's nowhere else to go except here. But, sometimes you don't have a choice. Yeah,
Some
the worst
yeah,
thing that happened to YouTube is when they got bought out by Google. That is the worst thing that happened.
didn't see that one.
Never heard of them before.
Oh, you mean the Reese 007? I don't know. I haven't heard from him in years.
Yeah,
I'm
nobody knows.
guessing just life. I hope he's doing okay. Hope to see him come back. I just sometimes life happens and you're busy with life more than YouTube and internet. So
Yep, no
I hope
one knows what happened to him. I think
hope he's
about
doing
4
well
years
though.
4 years ago, he just deleted all of his videos and disappeared, and no one knows. No message, no
Yeah,
nothing.
the deletion of videos I didn't understand.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
so
deleted
I don't know what.
yeah, every single video he had, he deleted on both of his channels because he had 2 different channels, and it's all gone now. So, I don't know. No one knows what happened to him. Same who was the other guy? Dustin Keckler, he was another guy that just
Yeah.
disappeared and deleted all of his videos, so I don't know.
Yeah, there's a couple people. Those two, there's a guy I would talk to from the guy named Movie Guru,
Mhm.
and there's a few people that it's like hopefully they're doing well. Hopefully, wish them
Yeah,
the best if somehow they ever see this.
what was his name? I think it
Also,
was
there's a guy named Duran707 I would watch as well. I think it was him.
yeah,
Uh,
he disappeared too. I don't know. I don't and then there was another guy, what was his name? I think it was the Shape H31. His videos are still up, but I have no clue what happened to him. He used to come on a lot and talk and comment on videos, and
I
I don't
remember
know.
him. Yeah.
I don't know what happened. Yeah, Jaram 707. He had a couple of channels, I think. He was another guy. He used to come on and comment and hang out, and then, I don't know. He just
Yeah, yeah,
disappeared.
another channel, Mr. 707 Legend, I believe.
Yeah, that was the
But
other
yeah,
one.
yeah. Hopefully they're doing. If somehow they see this, hope you're doing well.
Yeah, exactly. I wish nothing but the best. Be great to hear from these people.
Yeah, yeah. It was I believe the actor that was in the video game Phantasmagoria 2 interviewed him like a week or two ago.
Hmm.
So, um, God, that takes me bad. For those who don't know, that was a podcast. That's how I first met Mike OCP. Was this guy that had some podcast, and the guy asked us to do it. We did it, and then like after two, three times, he like disappeared. And even when doing it, like he would have issues with the audio, and like he was trying to get this stuff. Maybe his computer blew up. I don't know, but he, yeah, yeah,
Well,
maybe a fresh start.
someone asked, what about Nostalgia Critic? Well, Nostalgia Critic, I was never a fan of, but I will not accept all the things that happened went behind the scenes and how people were treated and everything. And I will not allow me to be a fan of something like that. So, yeah,
Yeah, I was never into nostalgia. I never really saw the appeal. That's just me.
yeah, I never got into his. My cousin, I remember my cousin was really into him. And like when I would go over there, we would watch it, but I could never get into it.
Yeah, Tim, Spoonie One, for those who don't, that was a guy that around that era, Angry Video Game Nerd, before he was Angry Nintendo Nerd, Army 21, Play a Boldart, Urinating Tree. There was a guy named Spoonie One who he reviewed like the Robin Hood game for I think Nintendo, The Adventures of Bayou Billy. That he would do FMV games, which were interesting, like Sewer Shark and Johnny Mnemonic. Got popular for a bit. Went with the Nostalgia Crit, that guy with the glasses channel. He told like a really bad, lame joke that kind of ticked him off. And then he was doing his own stuff. He had a website. He did, and then he did less reviews, and he did more like wrestling videos and law and movie reviews. And then one day he just did less and less. It got longer and longer periods of uploading. Um, he had like a Patreon thing. He did nothing with it, absolutely nothing. And then he like once in a while now he does like a live stream on his channel, like just a live stream of a game, and that's it. And like on Twitter, like he something like he got another Twitter thing just for his dog. I don't know. It just the guy had a lot of issues and problems, and it's too bad because I think he had a lot of talent, but it's just a lot of issues and problems. Just how it is.
The
Oh
Wall,
yeah, the wall.
Pink
Pink
Floyd's The
Floyd's The
Wall.
Wall review.
Oh, okay,
The Nostalgic Twitter reviewed one of the worst reviews out there
never saw it.
because he
Uh,
tried to do his own parody of The Wall, and then he wasn't a fan of the film, and he like made a much. I like Pink Floyd's The Wall, and then he did like a horrible job with
hmm.
his skits. Yeah, no. Talk about a trip back through time with some of this.
Yeah, seriously.
Back in the day when YouTube actually had a way you could have a background and you could have a page where you could put text on the left of what you liked and disliked, and you could actually have videos where you do a response video and attach the video as a
Mhm.
response. Uh, like they took away annotations, but I guess they're bad now because I see like videos. Click on this for annotations
Yeah,
or whatever.
they took it away and then they brought it back. It's weird.
And then yeah, you could actually message people if you want to talk to them.
Mhm.
And then they took that away because no one's using this function. Bullshit. You people
I
were using
use
that
it
function.
every day. There's a guy that he used to message me all the time, and because they were getting rid of it, now we communicate other ways. But yeah, he used to just message me every day and stuff, and now I mean we still talk every day, but not through Messenger or yeah, Facebook Messenger. We talk every day. So yeah, yep, all the good shit they got rid of.
Well, Drew Warrior, I won't get to it. There's some things about him that are very, very sketchy dealing with women. I'll put it that way. That was found out after the fact, which maybe was what led to that, but that's a whole other. I don't want to get into that, but that's out there for you to look up if you want to. That's all I'll say. I don't know how to use the annotations, but
Yeah, they're back
yeah,
apparently, but Because I was wondering
Because
that
then,
too, because stuff
yeah,
would pop up on videos. I'm like, well, can't you turn it off because it's an annotation?
yeah, because like on the video, like if you click on like the deer or something, it's like annotations on or like the little bar red or not, you know. It says click on the video manager tab, click edit tab under the video. I don't know. I'm sure it's on Google and something.
Yeah, whatever.
Block Lesnar.
I never got into Brock Lesnar.
I liked him at first. I liked how powerful he was. I did like the Suplex City bitch stuff, but I get that he doesn't have to do much. But at the same time, that was a short lifespan. When it's so much longer, it gets boring. The matches just feel the same. It just gets monotonous. It's just not as special, unique anymore.
And he never loses.
Um, well, didn't they technically lose to Bobby Lashley?
He did, but you know how it is. He'll win like 10 in a
Yeah,
row and then he'll lose and then go from there.
that's the only
Well,
time. One, and then there's like he didn't really beat him. It was like all this interference stuff,
yeah.
something like that. Like, which why you need that with Bobby? I don't know. It's off tangent, but Bobby Lashley's like a big tough guy. Why you need that shit for him? It's just so stupid to me.
There's writing because we got to make him look stronger. And why does wrestling need writers? I don't get it. I don't get it. Like it doesn't make any sense. Well, what was
Man,
it about? Nostalgia critic shady. Well, I mean, yeah, and the a little bit, and then the way that like all the shit that came out about Channel Awesome and what people were doing and what people were getting away with. Yeah, I mean that's a problem. So yeah. Well, from what I
probably.
hear, he officially retired. He just hasn't like made an announcement. So yeah,
Mm,
and
I can't
apparently
say
he's
I'm.
apparently they're going to ban him from America and all this other shit and
Who
whatever.
said that?
Someone I forget who told me that. Somebody told me like, yeah, they're going to ban him from America. I'm like, I don't know how you could do that because he's a citizen, but he didn't do anything wrong. So I don't know.
You ban him for his shitty movies.
Yeah, I mean that. Yeah,
But
he
but of course
lost.
that's not why they're doing it. Yeah.
He lost multiple times to Roman Reigns. Okay, well then Roman Reigns is another guy where I don't care and about him and never losing a match. And, well, he's The Rock's cousin and whatever. But Brock Lesnar is
Uh,
a part timer now, so he gets whatever he wants because he's only there for a couple of months, a year.
See, I'm
And
so far out of the loop. I don't
it
know
was
anything
always like
about it.
that.
So
When he first came in, he didn't care. You know, they sent him to OVW. Cornette talked all about that on his stuff about working with him when he first started and everything. And he just, he looked like $1,000,000. That's why Vince McMahon hired him. He wanted to go play football. It didn't work out. So they picked him up as a wrestler and they paid him a lot of money back in the day. And then finally the offers came in to go play football. That didn't work out because he got cut uh, on the last day of training. So yeah, and then can't go back to wrestling because I pissed everybody off. So that's why he went to MMA. And then I
holy
guess
shit!
I guess the oh my god, gee, just say hello. Oh, what nice.
Thank you.
Um,
I'm gonna leave that up for a while. That's the least I can do. Thank you, Mary Widow. Hope you're doing well. I don't deserve it, but thank you so much.
and
But
then
sorry, go ahead.
when the dollar signs got bigger, they brought him back. But even when they brought him back like 10 years ago, it was the same thing. It was just part timer. He'll come in, he'll work some matches, he'll be there for a couple of months, and then he'll go away. And, being the champion for over a year and all that, like people got tired of that. So, yeah.
You know, when some people say we never disagree on stuff, that's not true. I actually like CM Punk. I know I'm alone in that in this chat. Uh, what I get why people are mad. What he did didn't bother me. I just because I dislike the other guys more. Maybe that's why, and I'm so out of the loop. But I was more on C. I'm one of the few. I was more on the CM Punk side than Kenny Olivier's side. But that's just me. That's just my opinion. So just some people go, oh, you just kiss each other's ass. No, we all have our different opinions. Just we're individuals and adults. I sometimes, well, 80% I don't act like an adult, but there's a 20% time I do, and this is one of those times. So there you go.
Yeah, I was never the craziest about him as a performer, and then all the other stuff, I don't care. Um, he acted like he was the only person that got treated bad in WWE. Not true. Everyone knows that's not true. Um,
Yeah, that's true.
you know, going
Yeah.
to AEW and I'll never wrestle again, and I'll never do this again, and I'll never do that again. Going to AEW, it's been a joke, particularly the way that he was treating everybody else, and why he's not there right now, and why he may not be there ever again. Um, he was an absolute joke in UFC. That was probably the biggest waste of money that UFC ever put out. Um, so yeah, you know, the way that people have talked about him, the things that people have said of how he behaved even in the beginning, um, like him getting into a fight with Teddy Hart when he was in Ring of Honor because Teddy Hart did a dangerous spot. I understand that, but that doesn't mean you have to start a fight in public with people. Um,
Mm.
you know, telling Rob Van Dam, who was the champion at the time, that you need to come to the locker room because we're having a meeting. And Rob Van Dam going, okay, cool, and walking away, shit like that. Yelling at Kevin Owens because he was in the locker room without a t shirt on, which is the appropriate place to take a t shirt off. Um, shit like that. And then, yeah, the whole thing in AEW where he went on this, for whatever reason, they have these press conferences at the end of their shows. I don't understand that. But basically telling everybody that everyone in the company sucks except me. And then you go backstage and get into a fight because people have something to say about that. Yeah, it's a problem. Right. He's a narcissist. What a surprise. A professional wrestler that is a narcissist. Here's my shocked face.
And a quick shout out to Bobby Reynolds. Thank you. Very
Appreciate it.
nice word.
Yeah, ban The Rock from America so he stopped doing shitty movies. That's funny. Yeah, Brock wrestled in New Japan. I understand that. I get that. I said that. I get that, but whatever. But there were so many, with CM Punk and Brock Lesnar, there were so many other people that were in those company or that were in the company at the times that they were there that should have had more and should have been bigger that weren't, because you pay all this money to Brock Lesnar because he looks like $1 million. You pay all this money to CM Punk and you put him there because, the internet likes him. Okay. So I love A Christmas Story.
You
It's
look
not my
forward to
favorite.
the sequel?
The hell no, but I love the original. It's a classic. It's not my favorite Christmas movie, but it's a classic.
Dark Castle.
None of them. I'd say we're all awful. Well, maybe wasn't House of a Thousand Corpses the first one that they put out? It would be that one, or not House of a Thousand Corpses. I'm sorry, House on Haunted Hill. I'm sorry, too much shit going on
Okay, I
up
was thinking of the. Yeah, I do really enjoy that one from 1999. I really enjoy House on Haunted Hill. I did like 13
there.
Ghosts
13 Ghosts is
for what it
okay.
was.
Yeah,
Uh, did not like Ghost Ship. Did not
yeah.
like
Ghost
Gothica.
Ship kind of. It's good
I don't
casting.
remember what else they did. Yeah, Ghost Ship. I prefer Death Ship over Ghost Ship.
There
But
we go. Yeah,
uh,
What is
Yeah, House on
YM?
a Hill 1999 I really enjoy.
I don't know what YMS is.
It's a YouTuber. Your movie sucks.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Yeah, Jim Cornette,
Uh,
great wrestling historian, shitty human being. I agree. The Hollywood Rock. Oh, when he turned heel for the last time. I mean, it was cool. He didn't really do much, but it was cool. I like Dutch with Ed O'Neill. I know it's basically a remake of Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, but I like it because it's Ed O'Neill.
yeah. And even the kid, like he would go on to be in Can't Hardly Wait, right?
Ethan
The
Embry. That was one of his first
yeah.
movies.
Yeah, I remember not minding that film.
I think I have the Blu-ray somewhere. That's another one. It's I don't know how that happened. So Anchor Bay got the rights to a bunch of movies from Fox and put them out on Blu-ray like Airheads, and then they all went out of print immediately.
Hmm.
So I would love to know how that deal came about, but they put out Airheads, Dutch, um, Freaked with Alex Winter, which is the only other movie people remember him from. They put out
Oh
a
yeah.
bunch, and then they went out of print like immediately, and now they're all expensive.
Well, yeah, The Lost Boys as well. He was in Alex Winter.
Oh yeah, well, and Death Wish 3, but that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I knew I
House of
forgot one.
Diamonds.
Yeah, I did. That was a fun one. I for Dark Cows. I did enjoy that one as well. I knew I was forgetting something.
Down or the Lift? Well, the Lift was the American one with Love in the Elevator in it, so there you go.
No, the lift that was the original. Down
Oh,
is the remake.
oh, okay. My bad. I got them mixed up.
For those who don't even know what those are two killer elevator films by the same director, Dick Maas. And The Lift was in the 80s. Very boring film, in my opinion. Down, aka The Shaft, was a remake starring Naomi Watts. For what it is, it's a fun B movie with bazooka fun and people getting their heads chopped off and people getting cut in half and uh, if you don't take that idea, run with it. And to me, it ran with it. And yeah, you got Aerosmith at the end with a song, so that's a fun B movie.
I like the first two prom night movies. I actually like all the prom night movies. No, I haven't seen the remake though. I don't really plan on it. Oh, Jumpin'
Hmm.
Jack Flash, Lucas, and License to Drive were the other ones. Oh, okay, cool. I have Lucas and I have License to Drive, but I don't have Jumpin' Jack Flash.
They did, but there's like a new one coming out. I forget what it's called.
I don't care. But yeah, they did one with Daniel Stern as the dad because that makes
Yeah,
sense.
well, yeah, I mean, look how many Home Alone films they did,
Mm-hmm.
and they still did.
Patton Oswalt and Alex Winter are going to do a martial arts tournament movie. Yeah, okay. Sign me up. I'll be there the first day.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Home Sweet Christmas. Really? That's the name of the movie? What the fuck? So they took Home Sweet Home Alone and just swapped it out. Okay. Is Prom Night 2 a slasher movie? Kinda. It's kind of a slasher movie. Yeah. Home Sweet Home Alone with the fat kid, right? Well, yeah, the sequel to A Home Alone is My Summer Story. Or not Home Alone. I'm sorry, Christmas Story. Maybe I should start drinking alcohol again.
Actually, the title is this. Actually, A Christmas Story Christmas.
That's original.
Uh, So
Oh, you were
with an
making a
adult.
joke. I'm sorry. I thought you were being serious.
No,
I
a
wouldn't put
Christmas.
it past them though.
No, that's the title. Yeah, Yeah, I thought.
No. Movie reviewer next
Yeah.
door said "Home Sweet Christmas Story" was a joke, but I would honestly,
Oh,
I wouldn't put it past them.
yeah. Yeah. Christmas Story, Christmas.
Oh my god, that is pathetic. Favorite Daniel Stern movie is Bushwhacked.
I'll go with Chud.
There we go. Yeah, Christmas. They did a Christmas Vacation too with Cousin Eddie. I remember that.
Yeah, it's pretty awful. Pretty awful movie.
That's what we needed.
Oh yeah.
Good God. Stop it. Just stop. And then they're doing a Santa Claus miniseries for Disney Plus with Tim Allen. Can't wait to not watch that. It's weird because Tim Allen said, when Lightyear came out that, they shouldn't have this stuff in movies and all this. And he's always getting in trouble for stuff that he's saying, but yet they hired him to come back. That makes sense.
Yeah. I wonder if it's one of those. We'll hire you if you shut up. We'll do your job.
Probably. And apparently, for the Home Alone remake that they did, they asked Joe Pesci to come back, and he hung up the phone and he said, "I'm retired." Good.
As he should.
Good. Die Hard 6 with Aaron Paul. Yeah, I'll be sure to not watch that.
Same here.
I don't like Aaron Paul as an actor or a person. Because he was one of them dumb fucking white people that did that "I take responsibility" video. So.
And never heard of the video.
Yeah, so that was a video that came out in 2020 when all the shit went down. There was a video. There was 2 videos. That was one, and then the other one was all the stupid celebrities singing Imagine.
That I do remember. That was cringe as hell.
But the other one, it had Aaron Paul, it had Jessica Chastain, Stanley Tucci was in it, and I think it was Kristen Bell was in it too. And they were like, "Yeah, I take responsibility for all the police and and we're sorry." I'm like, shut the fuck up. You people are losers. I like Home Alone 3. Would I say 2 is a carbon copy of the first? I mean, yeah, but I like it more than the first because I like how it's in New York, but that's just me. Beer League, I've never seen. Trapped in
I think I've
Paradise.
seen that. If this is the one with Raw Macho, I remember having fun with it.
Maybe.
Trapped in Paradise, that was fun for what it was. Although Daniel Carvey got on my nerves a little bit.
Favorite Jackie Chan movie quote: "You are all stupid. You waste your lives." From Rumble in the Bronx. Because he's not wrong. Chris Sarandon said Michael Winner is the only director he didn't get along with. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Not surprised at all.
Yeah.
Because Michael Winner was a piece of shit human being.
Yeah, I've heard that about him.
I like this. Star Wars is for kids, Freddie Prinze Jr. Oh my god.
Can you do that impression? Yeah, I really like that.
Yeah, man. I'm Freddie Prinze Jr. Yeah. I'm in that movie with that talking dog, and my wife's in it, and she was on that show where she killed vampires. But y'all is dumb, because Star Wars is for kids. Yeah.
I remember that meltdown. Like, where did that even come from?
It came from nowhere. It's just that he was on some podcast or something, and I guess he wanted to let people know that he was still alive, and he decided to say something. Yeah, you guys don't get it. Star Wars is for kids. Dude, you were in fucking Wing Commander. You have no room to talk.
Yeah, he ghosted fucking Matthew Lillard, the asshole.
For no reason. I was like legitimately disappointed when Matthew Lillard told me that they're not friends anymore because I asked him. I'm like, oh no, like this makes me sad.
Well,
Yeah,
I can't blame him. I wouldn't want to be friends with Freddie Prinze Jr. either.
yeah, maybe they're better off.
Did they tell Joe Pesci did?
Fuck no, Joe Pesci would have blew up Disney if that would have happened. Yeah, Will Ferrell was in that Imagine video. It was Will Ferrell. It was Gal Gadot. Fucking James Marsden was in it. Like, come on, Cyclops. I think Amy Adams was in it. Mark Cuccolo was in it. There was some singer. She was like taking the video like in the mirror of her bathroom, and she sounded like she was trying to win a Grammy award. So I don't know who she is, but yeah, you want to
I
talk
think the
about
horse face was in it. That
yeah.
horse face, Silverman,
Hmm.
Sarah
Oh
Silverman,
my god, I'm Sarah
Mrs. Ed.
Silverman. Isn't rape funny, guys? No, it's not, you idiot. Elf is okay, but it's such an overrated movie. It
I
is.
mean, yeah, it begins with someone talking about Christmas. Merry fucking Christmas.
Either you're Santa Claus or you're dead, pal. Yes, Reindeer Games is a Christmas movie, and I like Reindeer Games. I'm sure Ben Affleck hates that movie too, because he hates every movie he's in except Good Will Hunting and fucking The Town. I do like Accidental Spy. Well, I don't disagree about Pearl Harbor. Pearl Harbor sucks. The movie's awful. Yeah, Freddie Prinze Jr. was a writer for WWE for a while, for whatever reason. I don't know
Yeah,
why, but he was.
I would choose High Plains Drifter.
Outlaw Josie Wales, I
I,
like a little bit more. Just a little bit
oh my
more.
god, we disagree, guys. Win.
Yep. I don't know. Some people might start making hate videos and all that again because they're
I
weird.
don't care. I will watch
I
them.
know.
I
I
don't
know.
care.
This is what happens. So
Oh
people get
well.
mad and they have to, change their tampon. No offense to any of the women in the chat, but and then they have to make a video about it because they can't handle the fact that, people are different. It's not that he's nowhere to be found. It's he's not allowed to work anymore. He's still alive.
Yeah,
He
good
didn't
actor.
go
One
anywhere.
of my favorite actors. You just didn't
It's
want
just
to quote
he
play
got
ball.
blacklisted because he's a conservative and he's very vocal about his opinions. That's why.
See, I'd rather see James Woods in Violent Night than David Harbour.
I'm down
James
for
Woods is
that.
Santa Claus. I'd rather see that.
Allegations that Sarah Michelle Gellar ain't easy to work with. That's not allegations, it's true. Does Freddie Prinze remember he was in the Scooby Doo movies? Probably.
Greatest cast. Tombstone's a good one. Damn
Tombstone's
good one.
definitely up there. I mean, just look at the people in that movie.
Michael Mann's Heat is another good one for cast.
Heat.
Yeah, that's
Yep,
tough.
definitely Heat. Sarah Silverman does not have huge boobs. Sorry. Should
Hey
Mallrats 2
Ken,
have?
hope you're doing well.
Fuck no. No more Kevin Smith movies. Yeah.
Please don't more. I don't ever want to see another goddamn Kevin Smith film in my life. No,
Yeah,
please
Amy
retire.
Schumer, another untalented moron. Yeah, I'd rather much watch. And I got them both next to each other on the shelf, but I would much rather watch Bad Santa than Elf.
I'd rather watch my pubes than Kevin Smith.
There you go.
I'd rather watch them grow in the sunlight than watch a new Kevin Smith film. Fuck him. Fuck Clerks 3. And
Pearl Harbor is garbage. Fuck Pearl Harbor. One of the worst movies I've ever seen. Yes, Lethal Weapon.
Lovely Weapon.
Lethal Weapon's a Christmas movie. Lethal Weapon 2 is a Thanksgiving movie.
Yeah, a lot of good action films. I mean, Cobra technically takes place around Christmas because you have the Toys R Us commercial for Christmas and
First Blood,
Christmas decorations. I Come in Peace with Dolph Lundgren, people mentioned. Lethal Weapon, Die Hard.
1 and 2.
Doesn't Invasion USA,
Mm-hmm.
or is it one of the Chuck? It does, yeah. I
Invasion
thought so.
USA. Yeah. Last Boy
Go
Scout.
watch.
Long Kiss Goodnight.
Go watch any of those. Then the shit today,
Christmas
please.
Rush with Dean Cain, which I forgot to mention that when I met him.
Oh yeah, that wasn't that bad of a movie.
No. But I did bring up Dead and Deader, so there we go. Which he said that
Yeah,
was one of the.
for those who don't know, you met Dean Cain.
I did. Wasn't Daisy Ridley in that video? I don't know. I don't care. I like James Woods said Vampires was his favorite movie that he worked on. So there you go. Oh my God, we disagreed. Now we have to start a civil war like the Avengers. Oh no. Two Willikers. There we go. Chuck Norris is Santa Claus. I'll watch that. No, she does. I don't want to look at Sarah Silverman's boobs. I'd rather not. I'd rather scratch my balls with a rusty cheese grater.
Well, Ricochet itself is definitely an interesting movie. I mean, I like it. There's some weird scenes in it, I will say. Like the whole Mad Max in prison type of gladiator thing was different.
It's a great movie. Needs a Blu-ray.
Yeah.
I love Santa's Sleigh with Goldberg. That movie is so fun. I need to find the Blu-ray. There's a Blu-ray in Germany, I think, but that movie was so off the wall and zany and fun. It's like that movie was great. It was so fun. And it's hilarious because Goldberg is Jewish, so he doesn't even celebrate Christmas. Oh.
No, nothing's worse than Alien 3, but
Yeah,
Purge 3 is
seriously.
pretty damn bad.
Silent Night, Deadly Night is the best Christmas slasher. Damn right it is.
I like both.
I prefer Home Alone because you have Daniel Stern and Joe Pesci.
Yeah. I'll go for that too. Yeah. I'll say Home Alone.
LMAO at the Cheesy Grater comment. You're welcome. I stole that from Andrew Dice Play, though. Sorry. I clapped when Ryan Felipe punched the hell out of Sarah Silverman in the way of the gun. Great way to start a movie. And apparently he knocked her out when they filmed that. So.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Oh, well. Sarah Silverman is pretty hot. Yeah, I don't think so.
I can't believe that. She just annoys the piss out of me. Anytime I see her, anytime
her voice, her face, everything about her.
Just not funny. It's about as funny as a cheese grater on your balls. Yeah, exactly.
As funny as cancer.
It's funny as putting your dick and tying in a knot.
That's right. Speaking of James Woods, in the hard way. Go tie your dick in a knot.
Phantom.
What's that?
Never heard of Phantom. My favorite Charlie Sheen film. It's a lot of good ones. Because I like The Rookie, I like The Arrival, I like Men at Work, I like Terminal Velocity, Platoon. That's tough.
Maybe Hot Shots Part 2. Maybe.
That's a fun one.
Either that or The Rookie, because him and Clint Eastwood were great together.
Yeah.
And I hate the way he drives. Why? I mean, what? It's okay. You know, I'll watch it at Christmas. I mean,
and James Caan.
Yeah, James Caan's in it, and Mary Steenburgen. So there you go.
So at least you got James Caan, which I wonder what he thought of working on the film.
I'm sure he liked it. So, but it would have
Mm.
been cooler if James Caan would have shot people. Oh, the Wraith.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know it was called Phantom elsewhere. Okay,
Oh, okay.
I like the Wraith. Yeah, it's
I
okay.
remember this movie.
Yeah, don't I have it here?
I remember that. They did a lot with that company back in the day. Like, what was it?
I don't remember the name of the
Scorcher.
company.
Yeah,
Jim Wynorski directed all those movies.
yeah.
And I read it, I can't find it anymore, but I read an interview where someone asked him how they were able to get away with that, and he explained it. And it was something
Something like, yeah. Did you
he said it was
pay?
yeah, he said basically they paid the companies to use this footage. So I'm like, well, that had to be expensive because it was from all these big movies. Like Militia used footage from Terminator 2. I'm sure it wasn't cheap to do that. So, and in that movie, they used footage from Rambo, First Blood Part 2, and American Ninja 2, and all these other movies. I know I have that. I thought it was up on this shelf, but I guess not.
Yeah, I know there's been a few. There's one with Martha Costas, I think, called Scorcher, and is using stuff I think from
Volcano, I
Volcano
think.
or
Yeah.
something. And then there's another one with like Tree Williams, and it used Last Action Hero with the
Oh,
same clothes.
that was oh shit, what was that
Red
called?
They had like the brown coat, the red shirt from Last Action Hero. Then they had Tree Williams dressed like that to fit with the Last Action Hero
So it
footage.
matches the footage. Yeah. Shit, what was that called? Because Dudakov's in it. Dudakov's the bad guy.
Oh, Gale Force
Yeah, something. No, is it? No, it's not Gale Force. It's the other one.
or Gale. Oh, okay,
Is it Gale
I don't
Force?
know what.
I can't remember. But Michael Dudikoff is the bad guy, and then William Zabka's in it. And then they took the footage from Predator when they jump out of the helicopter. Yeah, it was awful. It was
And
awful.
there's
Then there
one
was
that like they stole footage from Cliffhanger with Tree Williams. It's like a snow
that's
one.
extreme limits or whatever. Like I don't know.
They
Then the
did that a
other one,
lot.
it's called Rangers, and Glenn Plummer's in it as the bad guy, and Matt McCoy from Abominable, and they took footage from Navy SEALs, Delta Force, like all these movies, and it's like you could, especially if you've seen the movie before, where it comes from. And I just thought, how the fuck did they get away with this? But like I said, there was an old interview I read with Jim Wynorski, who directed all those movies, and he said something along the lines of basically like they paid to use the footage, but it was like they like rented the footage or something. And he said, yeah, that's how basically these movies were made. So I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm sure it wasn't cheap, but yeah, like that one, yeah, Treat Williams dressed exactly like Arnold Schwarzenegger in Last Action Hero, and I think he even drove the same car. I'm like, oh, come on, people. Like, let's go. What are you doing?
but we'll wrap things up because I got like 21% on my phone. Uh, yeah, that's the only way I could do this is with the phone. So we'll talk for another like 2 minutes. But I want to thank people for coming by. I want to thank Fabio for taking this time tonight to do this. It was a lot of fun. Well, I looked, I'm like, it's been 3 hours. Jesus, it went
Yeah, it
by quick.
does. The footage from Terminator 2 was probably the expensive piece of $8. I don't know about that. The budget of that movie couldn't have been that high. I don't know how they like legally how were they able to get away with it? I just don't get it. Like, but oh well. Yes, Run is an underrated movie that needs a Blu-ray.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's a fun one with Patrick Dempsey. Underrated like action thriller.
It didn't even get a DVD.
No.
Well, is it? I have to look it up before we. It's bothering me. I have to look the name of this movie up. I think it is Gale Force, but I just want to make sure.
No, no problem.
It is. It is. Michael
Okay.
Dudikoff is in it. Booger from Revenge of the Nerds. Tim
Curtis
Thomerson's in
Armstrong.
it. My God. Yeah, William Zabka's in it. Mark McClure's in it from Superman and Back to the Future. Let me see what other footage they ripped off. Worst action star, Kung Lee. He's one of them because he's terrible.
Jalal Murray. I put
Yeah,
him on the list.
he sucks too. It uses footage from Predator, Bat 21, Last Action Hero, and Anaconda.
Jack Frost, what were you thinking of? Let me know, since I saw your question. Let me know what you were thinking of. As they should.
Damn right.
Love that thing.
Chuck Norris
Classic
blowing up
film.
terrorists. Like, that's what you need.
Oh, I know Fabio didn't see the movie, but
Why would I want to watch that?
he might have drawn inspiration. I don't know. He drew inspiration from the bottom of a well, bottom under a rock, where he found the $8 to fund the movie.
And then he got all mad. I don't know why everyone's saying it was going to go to theaters. That was never the plan. All right, dude, chill. Like, no one's going to fucking watch it anyway. Oh, well.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I
No.
think he's one of the Delta Force commandos.
Hmm. I do. I remember liking that film.
It's probably my favorite Mark Wahlberg movie.
Sure, if you want to, man, feel free. Go for it. Thank you. Yeah, I liked it. Jason
My
Scott Lee, yeah.
my favorite biopic.
Run off Turners.
Cool.
I don't know what that is. Oh, Run, the movie Run, off Turner. South. Don't know
I
what
don't know what
Turner
that
South
is,
is.
but
Okay. Oh yeah, Run, yeah.
yes, Lou Diamond Phillips is in The Big Hit, and he's great in it. He's funny because he's trying to be a gangster, and it's so funny to watch him do that. Fuck Prey.
Well, yeah, I mean, trust me, it wasn't worth it.
Yeah, The Legend of Bruce Lee was disappointing. It's a
It
mini
was that
series.
long?
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
mini series. It's like 2 parts, and each part's like an hour and a half, and I didn't
okay.
like it. I mean, it was cool.
Okay then.
Like Mark Dacascos was in it, Gary Daniels was in it. Like there was a bunch of big name people in it, but it was it was boring and it was not interesting. It didn't add anything new to the story, and the guy that played Bruce Lee wasn't that good either. So yeah, I had the DVD of it and I tried to watch it a couple of times, but I just couldn't finish it. I could not sit through it.
Yeah, PayPal, I mean, there's debit and credit, but I think you also link your bank to it if you want that
You
way as
can,
well
yeah,
with it. Yeah. So there's various ways to do it. Yes, for live. Always, yeah.
damn right.
Go request to
If it's a
Fabio some
paid
Alexander
request,
Dempsey movies.
if it was a paid request, yeah, because y'all paid for it. But I do like
But with
Renegades. I
that,
saw Renegades today at Walmart, but it was on DVD, not Blu-ray, because there is a Blu-ray of it, but they only had
mm,
the DVD. I was so disappointed.
oh, okay. But with that said, we'll head on out. I got about 18%. Thank you guys for watching. Take care. Is Flash Flash, are you asking Fabio? Uh,
However much you
for,
want to send to watch me suffer, you're the ones that are
exactly.
sadists, not me.
But thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for hanging out. We got like, I don't know, 80, 90 people at times. thank you, Mary Widow, for your generosity, and everyone else.
Are y'all
Thank you
that
for your
bored?
kindness. Uh, take care. Anything you want to let them know? What's coming next for you or your channel? Anything?
Just wrapping up the CD collection. I think I have like 3 more parts of that, and then I'm gonna jump into vinyl after that, which that will be a lot of parts because I have a lot of vinyl. And then after those collection videos are done, I'll probably jump back into some movie reviews. And then if any paid requests come in, like me and Matt got a paid request today, so we'll probably do that next week. And if any paid requests come in, obviously that's priority. So yeah,
Mhm. Cool. Thank you guys for watching. Take care. See you guys in the next one. Be safe out there.
bye
Later.
bye.